Welcome everyone. What today is, as I've talked about for like a week or more, even before it was finalized. I talked about it in secret, but we are going to go through the entire Kingdom Hearts series. And for those who don't know, counting Kingdom Hearts 3, there are 11 or 12 Kingdom Hearts installments, depending on how you want to look at it. So there's a lot, which is why we want to talk about it. So we're going to talk about what happened in each game and what's important and what we can expect at Kingdom Hearts 3, and we're just going to talk about Kingdom Hearts a lot, because I love Kingdom Hearts.
I love Kingdom Hearts as well. I'm sorry.
Stop looking at my soul. Sorry, I'm spitting everywhere.
I'm establishing myself as a weirdo now.
You're establishing dominance over chat. All right, so we have a couple different scenes.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts. So I made several charts last night. I made these. Roxy, hi, welcome.
Have you seen? All right, excuse me, tangent. Have you seen that? It's like a little comic. It's like a picture of a gallbladder, and he's holding rocks, and he's very cute. But he's like, I made these.
I've seen the parodies of it, if that's where it started.
Something like that. These Kingdom Hearts, these Kingdom Hearts charts. I made these.
Oh, I actually made a note to remind myself to say this, but you see the background on this? Did you get splashed in the face?
Have you ever gotten nos in your eye before?
Are you going fast?
Fucking sucks. The speed is the spice of life. That was horrible.
We're off to a good start. We lost one of us already to nos poisoning.
Wonderful.
Where was I?
Anyway, about your charts.
Oh yes.
You made a couple charts.
Oh yes. Oh, I was gonna say this background here is literally the first image you find when you search Kingdom Hearts checkered board. And if you watch any lore video ever, apparently everyone uses the same one with different colorings to it. So I thought I'd chip into the cumulative Kingdom Hearts knowledgery and do the same. But anyway, Bender, also welcome. Hi.
Jack, what's going on?
Is that?
Oh God, Criselda's one of mine. Criselda.
Welcome everyone new.
And Bender is our friend Jack. He is Mr. Keyblade. Is it Jack's Crafts on Instagram?
Oh,
Jack? He makes the wooden keyblades.
I remember you posted some things in his Discord. I remember looking at those. Mm-hmm. Those are awesome.
He's incredible and such a nice guy. Roxy KH, that's our girl Roxas. She is coming up this weekend for the release of Kingdom Hearts 3. She's from California. And so we're bringing her up so we can pick up Kingdom Hearts 3 at our local GameStop.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to be doing like an all-night stream, much like everybody else on the planet is doing.
I'm not doing it. I wish I was.
Why aren't you doing it?
Because I have to work.
No!
I actually tried to take the day off. I said no. So I'm just gonna stream it at my normal stream times.
Oh man.
Anyway.
It's okay. You're gonna miss that window where everyone else on the planet is gonna be streaming it, so you might actually get viewers.
Maybe. We'll see. Most people said that they're gonna play it later and not watch, so we'll see. 24-hour launch. I can't though. Launch second stream. I don't know what that means. We will be playing it though, and I will be crying on stream. Don't worry. F the police. I will not on my stream, Scott.
That is illegal.
We demand that is illegal, and I'm calling the police about it later. Anyway, back to business. Charts. Mm-hmm. I made some charts. First of which.
So what is this chart?
This chart is the games of Kingdom Hearts in their order.
Chronological
order.
May I expand this a little bit?
If you dare.
This is just for our own eyes.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's roughly 11 or 12 Kingdom Hearts installments. 3. No, I made a few. I started with 3 and then I made more. But this is the order. We are going to talk about release order first, but we're going to come back to this and go through the timeline. I'm just going to list them off right now before we get started. But we've got Kingdom Hearts Key and Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. Kingdom Hearts Key back cover.
All right, damn it. So I was hoping we wouldn't have to figure this out. Roxas can fact check us, I guess.
Don't do it.
Should we just like skip it?
We're not gonna talk about it.
Kingdom Hearts back cover, Kingdom Hearts Key, and Kingdom Hearts Union Cross are all part of the same little self-inclusive canon that exists before Birth by Sleep, before and
Hundred
during.
of years.
Hundred of years.
I think it is 100 years. 100 of years.
A single 100 of year ago, Kingdom Hearts Union Keys. They established our foretellers, our Master of Masters, our Ray Chase, and our friend Lushu.
Yeah, it was Ray Chase. Hell yeah.
Noctis is the Master of Masters.
He sure is. He is my Master of Masters.
With its 3 releases. It's actually got 4 releases. There's the original...
Nice.
Huh?
Sorry, just getting where Lee did his homework. I'm excited.
My apologies. Like Final Fantasy 13, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
There's the original browser game that was released only in Japan, called Kingdom Hearts Key, and then it was rebranded, re-released, and updated for mobile phones, and released for America and Japan under the name Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. Kingdom Hearts' back cover is a cinematic side story that happens alongside that story. Pardon?
Sorry, I'm laughing at chat. Who did that? Cornfuse, thank you for the bits. Oh, you don't even have your head in.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's because I can only hear I can't hear the commentary, unfortunately. I'm just hearing.
Do you want to hear your own voice? Because I don't want to hear my own voice. That's why we do this.
I do like to monitor the commentary, or like just poke in once in a while.
Oh, we can turn that on.
Wow.
We're very professional here.
We can do that in just a minute.
Anyway, sorry, we're gonna be interrupting ourselves. I'll be interrupting my own self often enough.
We're just a couple like ADHD bastards.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
All right, and then Union Cross, which is a rebranding of the game further along in its lifespan on mobile phones. I think it was like a year or 2 years in. They renamed it to reflect some of the expansive stuff they added to it. So that is all.
Yes, Kingfoot.
That is all not prerequisite. It happened much before the Kingdom Hearts that we know as it is.
100 of years.
100 of years.
So yeah, this is all where everything started, and then Union Cross is a current mobile game that I confess I play every day.
I thought you were gonna like be self-detrimental right there. I'm like, no, don't.
No, I'm saying what I do. I play it every day for the dailies.
That I lay in my bed and cry every day as I finish my daily quest.
As I go to bed, finish my daily quest, cry to sleep. We will go more into depth, but that is that trio of 100 of years before everything. We will explain kind of more of what everything is as we go. Birth by Sleep being... Wait, am I doing this how we said we're gonna do it, or?
I think we're going chronological now.
Okay.
I think it's already happened.
And then we'll go back and go dive more in depth. We'll just kind of summarize and then go back to our other screen. Yeah. Then next chronologically, 100 of year later, Birth by Sleep happens. That's where Xehanort is introduced to us, and lots of things happen. Lots of sad things happen. Got a big old dumb boy and another boy and another boy and our mom. A lot of stuff happens, and then here's where it gets a little more different. As you can see from my a little more different from my chart here. There's a branch down to Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Passage. That happens starting at the end of Birth by Sleep on a side path in the Realm of Darkness, and that branches and goes all the way to Kingdom Hearts 3 on this timeline, which is why it's pointing everywhere. But there's one instance of it popping up in Kingdom Hearts 1, which we'll get to later.
So the reason that particular entry, the Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Passage, exists and points to a bunch of different games all at the same time is because, gosh damn, I feel like we should have like introduced things in like little bite-sized, easy to digest parts, but we haven't dove in
lore heavy yet. We're diving in very shallow. Well, we're going in like the 3 foot deep water right now.
All right, so we're 3 feet in. I am a 3'2" person, so the water's up to my neck, and I'm about to start drowning. But this is shallow. Okay, can I ask how?
This is however it's gonna happen.
My volume level. How am I? Out of respect for your neighbors, I have a Lion King poster as well.
Hell yeah.
It's like the old Disney movie poster.
I got that in Disneyland. No one can see it right now, of course. It's in some pictures.
It's really fucking cool.
It spoke to me and said, fuck, I need to own this.
Anyway, am I gonna be...
We're fine.
Okay. So where I've been is gonna be kind of okay.
Yeah. No one's ever complained, and some people aren't even home, so we'll be good.
Oh, that's quite nice.
And if we start hearing karaoke soon, we know we're perfect.
Wonderful. Okay. So, Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Passage exists in the land in between a bunch of the entries of Kingdom Hearts because in the Kingdom Hearts world, there are different realms. There's the Realm of Light, which is our world, and then the Realm of Darkness. The Realm of Darkness exists on the flip side of the Realm of Light, and time passes differently there.
Time is convoluted in Lordran. As a Dark Souls player would say. I played Dark Souls one time.
Yeah, me too. 2 or 3, actually.
Hell yeah.
I love Black Knight Greatsword.
Hell yes. Ultra Greatsword.
Ultra Greatsword. Fuck yeah.
Strength build. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts, though.
Time passes differently in the Realm of Darkness.
Yes, it's the Upside Down.
That...
Exactly the Upside Down.
And that is why in different entries you'll see Aqua appear, but in the same... She appears to not have aged.
Yes.
Because, for all we know, the 10 years that passed between the actual Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 1, the difference between those is 10 years.
As noted on my handy-dandy chart.
As you can see. That 10 years for Aqua possibly only could have been a few hours of her life in the Realm of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And it
was like maybe 2 hours experience to play it.
Literally 2 hours. Yeah, I guess.
I wonder if it passed as it passed.
So check this out. At the end of Birth by Sleep... Let's continue. Kingdom Hearts 1.
You guys are so ready for this.
Oh man, this is not good. Kingdom Hearts 1, where you should have and must start on your Kingdom Hearts journey, because otherwise you are going to be confused right off the bat. Go ahead.
Jumping in here, yes. So we're going to talk in chronological order, but if you're going to play them, if you're going to play them,
if you
play them in release
understand.
order. If you want to understand things correctly, in the best way to understand them is to play them in the order they existed. And were released.
It'll trickle information to you that you're supposed to understand, and they're in little bite-sized blocks. And if you play them in release order, they're released in such a way that all the information you're given is based on information you already have. If you were to jump into Kingdom Hearts Union Cross or Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep...
Don't jump into Union Cross.
Or Kingdom Hearts 3D, you'll be bombarded with information and things that you've never heard of, and things you can't quite wrap your head around because it hasn't been given ample time to explain it in a way that's comprehensible. What does my friend Chris say? He says, shut up, compose your thoughts, and then deliver your explanation.
I don't do that.
So in the way that Kingdom Hearts 1, followed by Chain of Memories, followed by Kingdom Hearts 2, have the composed story, and they hand it to you in a nice little gift-wrapped package. Starting at any other point is going to give you the gift-wrapped package from, like, your 2-year-old brother who doesn't know how to use the little tape dispenser.
Yeah. There's staples and maybe some rubber bands on it, you know.
He does staple the package. Everyone uses tape. It's like nice, clean, wonderful.
Like as a real thing?
Why does he use staples?
Is that real, or are you going off of my joke? Because now I'm not sure.
I'm playing with you.
Okay, I don't know your family life. I don't know.
I don't have a family. I don't have cousins.
This is...
Anyway.
Sorry, I'm gonna jump back and answer, where is it? Scott's question. Kingfoot's question. Can you play Kingdom Hearts 3 without playing the others?
No.
You can?
Well, yeah, you can.
I say don't, though.
What he said.
I know that they're releasing an update with an archive where you can learn all the past stuff. I think we're both in the camp of you should play most of the games. Like, looking at this chart, I'd say in release order, play Kingdom Hearts 1. Try Chain of Memories, see if you like it. If you don't like how it plays, read a summary. Play Kingdom Hearts 2. Learn about 358 over 2. Play Birth by Sleep. Forget Coded existed.
Controversial.
No, there's like one lore point in that's important.
Like the last hour. Okay, so
we'll get into this later.
If I may interject,
play 3D.
Against your will. have someone hold you down and tape your eyes.
It's so lore important.
Unfortunately, it is. So, Square Enix has released, obviously, your 1.5, 2.5 collector's editions, and your 2.8 collection edition. They've also released a Kingdom Hearts The Story So Far collection. So
It's HD on here.
if you're fortunate enough to have a PS4, then that would be the easiest place to get a hold of all the games and all the intended lore that you need.
The watchable stuff that you don't have to play.
Yeah. The Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days and Recoded come in very nice, well put together cinematic releases. Movies. It's basically the closest thing to a Kingdom Hearts the movie you'll ever get.
Except for back cover. Except, boy, that didn't go. Boy, did that not have a climax that I wanted.
Boy, did that not explain anything at all.
Well, it raised a few more questions that will be talked about in 3, I hope.
It raised only questions.
Only questions.
You know what would be amazing? If they didn't make any of the key series and left it completely out, and then
If it started with, if
it started with Birth by Sleep,
but just talked about the Keyblade War happening.
correct.
Yeah.
It would have left a little bit to the imagination, and it would let you kind of create in your head what was the Keyblade War like, what could have caused it.
Should we now at this point go back and dive deep at this point, because we're going back to maybe we talk about why we feel this way about the Key series.
Let's get through like mini synopsis of the games first. And
I'm getting excited because God damn it, Key.
Kill you. I'm gonna
let your heart be your guiding key.
I'm gonna stab you in the throat the second you get off your plane onto your bus into the Sherry's. I'm gonna buy you.
I'm sorry, I didn't know he was so violent.
Stack of pancakes, flapjacks, blackjacks. Elliot, I'll stab you too. But I'm gonna stab you in the throat with the spoon that you use to eat your flap cakes. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts, everybody.
Great, I'll be banned today.
Next in the entry.
Threats everywhere to people I don't know.
Next.
Also, hi everyone, welcome.
Next in the entry,
The entry.
Kingdom Hearts Recoded. No, not Recoded.
Where are we? 358.
Chain of Memories.
No, wait.
Oh, you said
Wait. We went 2 different paths and I ruined us on the second path. We're back in chronological, which technically is 358 over 2 during Hollow Bastion and Kingdom Hearts 1.
We didn't actually do Kingdom Hearts 2 yet.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 1 is what I meant to say.
Chronological. Okay, I see. Do you want to take that?
Talk about 358 over 2?
Yes.
Boy, does that have some lore that I completely forgot about.
Boy!
I guess the brief summary of that is it's about Roxas. He was born for reasons we'll talk about. He's a nobody.
Boy!
He's in organization. Thank you.
Boy!
What was that?
Oh, he did a sound effect.
Oh.
You don't have your headphones in, sir.
I don't, I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to. I mean, if you want to experience the stream as it's meant to be, experience.
Boy!
Anyway,
Was that God of War?
yes.
Oh my god. Boy,
If you know where that is, that's right there.
Boy! Boy!
I was trying to get like the timing so I could
Here.
remix that shit.
Let me show you a good one.
Boy,
Let me show you a good one right here. Ready?
Now I'm a little.
Boy!
Wonderful.
Now I'm a little boy. Anyway,
This is what
358
Twitch is all about.
This is exactly why Twitch exists. Is for all this. I forgot what all of these.
Don't give up!
There we go. 358 over 2. I played it once on DS. It was fun, and then I watched the synopsis on the PS4 twice. But yeah, it's basically about Roxas, who is very important to the lore, and Sora. Get out of here.
Sorry.
I love Roxas. He's my son.
He's real important.
He's my beautiful son who must be protected and brought back because he's gonna be brought back.
Don't give up!
Sorry.
No, this is exactly as planned.
Come on! Thanks, pal! Help!
Oh, if we do these
There we go.
together,
Don't give up! Thanks, pal!
those are the don't give up, and the thank yous of both of them.
Thanks, pal! Help!
You like that reverb on that?
Well, Urgic Tentigan, he won. Yelp!
Yelp!
So I was looking for.
Help!
I was looking for that
Help! Ow!
Uh,
Lovely.
Roxas and Organization 13 and another character that doesn't exist in any other game, Xion, who I wanted to pronounce Zion,
Because that's
Exion.
because it's from the Matrix.
Yeah.
That's where they
Zion.
live in the Matrix.
But yeah, it's Shion, which will go into detail about what she is, but she's important to the lore of that story and other things that I won't talk about yet. But yeah, that's that. It's Roxas's time in Organization 13 and struggling with
A little
being
bit of the,
Sora.
Yeah, and a little bit of the inner machinations of like the organization
And their daily
as a
missions.
whole. Yeah.
And their goof off
Demic
days.
sits on a couch, gets really excited when Marluxia's not there,
Same.
and then I know, right? Who wouldn't? What's next?
Chain of Memories.
Chain of
happens directly after Kingdom Hearts 1.
So, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days exists near the end of Kingdom Hearts 1
It goes to the
and
past
goes
the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, slightly.
just a little bit.
Wait, no, it goes up to. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The end of 358 over 2 days is the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. So, during all of Chain of Memories, 358 over 2 is happening. So they
Yes.
are happening parallel to each other.
There are two separate. So Chain of Memories is in an organization. Well, an Organization 13 base. It's a place they took over that will explain the significance of that place later. But basically, there's the castle that never was, in the world that never was, where the main Organization 13 is, and then there's a separate place in Chain of Memories, and so both those games deal with the 2 points that Organization 13 exists in. But I'll let you take back over on that, because I just want to say that real quick. What's happening?
Are we talking about chat or Chain of Memories?
Chat. I'll donate $10 if y'all sing Simple and Clean.
Like me and him?
Yeah, what do you mean? In what way?
When you walk away. Sorry, I'm not gonna continue.
I was gonna try.
Don't hear me say, hi,
Help! Oh, Sora! Don't go. Urge Sandwich, welcome. Sing it anyway. Simple and clean. It's the way that you're making.
It's the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go.
Oh. Bum 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 banana bum 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 banana bum 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 banana bum. Second floor basement. Yes,
back,
it is
everybody.
A+. If you don't follow Resuki, go follow him for more A+ voice.
Hello.
And get some maybe B level over here. Maybe B-, maybe. Oh, maybe.
Like B and a half.
B and a half.
B and 3/4.
B and a half 0.5 from me. Where are we at? Chain of Memories. God damn, this is how this stream's gonna go, but that's fine.
All right, Chain of
We
Memories.
got time.
Chain of Memories is the game second released in the entire series.
On Game Boy Advance.
On Game Boy Advance originally, exist during the time of 358 over 2 days, so they are stories that continue alongside each other, essentially. In Chain of Memories, it was our first introduction to Organization 13.
Every day's a sale. Every
What? You what?
Sample and claim is the way that year
Oh,
Matthew
fuck.
feels too
Congratulations, $10.
This it has text to speech, and the lady was speaking.
day's a sale.
What the fuck?
Sale so
It
That was worth a
It's in your
one,
ears.
$1.
Oh, I suppose you're right. I gotta hold on to
that
this.
was what? Thank you guys for the donations.
Wait, did they get another one?
There was a second one for $1. Thank you guys.
Yo!
I might have to pay this man.
No, you don't. No, not at all. This is all you, baby.
He's saying it more than half of it. Sorry, I took a page of notes of Chain of Memories.
What was that?
Getting worried. Took a page of notes for Chain of Memories.
Took a page. Oh, okay.
Excellent. Well, when we go back and we dive in lore, we're going to talk about everything we know. Feel free to say things in chat whenever it's relevant or questions at any time.
Dive in Lord Red.
Lordron. Also,
Cornfused? Ah, Cornfused. You followed me on Twitch.
hell yeah.
Thank you, Corn. I appreciate that.
Confuse is very good.
Watashimashite, omedeto, taidama, or tadaima. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Arigato
Arigato gozaimasu.
goizaimasu.
Gang Whirly will murder me at some point for saying that. Sorry. Oh no, he heard the real Japanese.
Oh no. Anyway, Chain of Memories was our first introduction to the organization, and we met characters like Axel, Marluxia, Lurkseen.
Piece of shit Vexen.
Yeah, and something creepy, just like the creepiest of creepies. Hojo from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, he was Hojo. Yeah, and I hate him for that, and also because I remember that was a hard boss for me.
Oh yeah, he's hardcore. He has a shield, asshole.
It's cheating, except when Goofy does it.
Whale! In between, and it was also our first introduction to Twilight Town, which would later become the hub world of Kingdom Hearts in Kingdom Hearts 2. I want to try to think of anything important. So in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, as Sora went through the castle with his friends, he was starting to lose his memories. Those memories were being taken from him and used on Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 358/2 to make him and actually Shion a little stronger. That's a deeper thing.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. Shion was absorbing a lot of his memories, and Sora was many people, which I have a chart for later.
So we should explain the games on surface level as if you don't know anything about the other games.
Yeah, and then we'll go back and do the deep dive.
All right, let's go back. So Chain of Memories, his memories were being taken, and by the time he got to the end of the castle to meet Namine,
he had created a chain of them, a chain of those memories.
And this girl there, Namine, who was taking his memories, had a figurative change of heart, and eventually they were able to put Sora's memories back together. But it was done over the course of the year. So someone asked, what was the one where Donald, Goofy, and Sora infiltrate Big Shell?
You started saying that, and I knew exactly who said it. God damn it, Urgent Sandwich. That's
please tell me.
Kingdom Solid.
Yeah,
Gear
Kingdom
Hearts
Solid
2 of memories, I believe.
Hearts of Gear Substance.
Yeah. 0.5.
Wonderful. Remix HD.
Yes. .com.
That was the one. Chain of Memories.
Yeah.
And so the three of them were in a pod for over a year while Namine put back their memories together, leading up to Kingdom Hearts 2. Do you want to take Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yes. As let's get this out now. So get it out. So for me personally, Kingdom Hearts 2, as I've replayed especially all the games, or
Kingdom Hearts
3 Sons of Liberty.
It's fucking awesome.
Substance. Yeah, that's the one. As I replay, experience all these, for a while
Substance was the PC version.
Substance, I have.
Wait, was Substance on the Xbox?
Bouncy Castle, yay, that's an amazing name. Also, thanks for the follow.
Wild.
Sorry, we're going to Metal Gear lore. That's something else I love. And I haven't streamed it yet. So Metal Gear Solid 2.
Me neither.
There's Metal Gear Solid 2, and then they re-released it with special stuff as Metal Gear Solid 2
Substance.
Yes. Well, it's Sons of Liberty is the subtitle, but yeah, Substance is the re-release, and I have that on PS2, so it was on whatever it's re-released on.
Oh, okay.
And then 3 had Subsistence. Boy, that was good with online and monkey catching. Thank you, monkeys. Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2, I've decided, is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. It's the one that I find myself replaying the most because I like the mechanics best. I like the main story stuff a lot. Resuki is the one who says, your favorite is Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yes.
Which I 100% understand. That's Birth by Sleep has been falling in the rankings of how much I love it the more I've gotten back to it.
I gotta say, after going through all these again, so we recently did a massive project on our channel where we played through every game in the series, all of them, exhaustively.
I did it too.
But that's why I said we!
I thought you meant on.
But
yes,
I found that Kingdom Hearts 2, which I disliked for quite a long time. I was like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 2 is just not Kingdom Hearts anymore.
That's fair.
But
hello.
Kingdom Hearts 2, I've realized is actually
so crunchy and good. Sorry.
Your water or Kingdom Hearts?
Sorry, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
My water is nice and slick.
Crunchy, most definitely.
Yes.
But I found that ended up being my second favorite in the series as well, because it felt like the natural evolution of the Kingdom Hearts 1.
Can I get a slideshow of the characters you are talking about? My fingers are broken and I can't Google.
Thank you for the bits. We'll get to that in a bit. I have 2 other charts. One is a multiple Sora chart and one's a multiple Xehanort, but I don't have pictures ready for everyone.
We could make up a like a Firefox scene. Wait, do you use Firefox or Chromer?
Both, but I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Wait, I know what we can do. I know what we can do.
Hi.
I know what we can do. Where is my other thing?
Oh, you're a genier.
It's on here too. It's hold on.
Don't move, everybody. Hang on to your butts.
The PC.
Hang on
It's
to
up
your
there.
seats.
That. Who are we talking about currently? That's
Kingdom
the wrong
Hearts
game.
Rokuchi.
Where are we? There I am. We're talking about
Rock me like a hurricane.
Kingdom Hearts 2, which is I'd say it's this game. And then we got
This is Kingdom Hearts 2. I would say it's this game. Following the adventures of Sora, Dora, and Goomy, they go through all the worlds and try to figure out what's wrong with everybody. Everyone's talking about Sora, Roxas, Kingdom Hearts, Xeon.
Mr.
Who even
Kingdom
is Xeon?
Hearts himself. Fun fact, I am in fact an artist, but you cannot tell from how I'm drawing.
That's a big penis.
That's his body.
Oh,
This is Roxas.
I thought the face was just a big balls.
Look at the expressions. He's so Sora.
It's about Sora
He's
looking
so
for his friend
happy.
Riku.
All right, that's an. Hold on, I don't need the mouse. Where the farts is? I do need the mouse. Let's get out of here. Let's stop doing what I'm doing. Anyway, there you go, everyone. Hey, Roxas, welcome.
V-Rox, welcome back.
Where? Yeah, everyone is either Sora or Xehanort, which is why I made those charts. We're gonna get into that after we finish here. We're getting so sidetracked, but that's what you guys love about us, right?
Is it why?
It's what I hope, because that's all I got going for me.
Because that's all I can do.
That's all I've got is sidetrackedness. We're both gonna drink some to drink. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite because it's amazing to play, and you play it on critical mode, and it's really fun because it feels good. Kingdom Hearts Explained. Thank you for clipping that.
Every day's a style, every sound so clear.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago.
God damn it.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was
The
scheduled
Hudson
for
River,
transport.
2 years ago.
The whole thing
We had
steady,
intelligence that.
but our noses
fuck.
have been out in the cold too long.
Our noses have been out in the cold too long.
I
Metal Gear.
Donation. Yeah. Surveillance camera. So sorry, we're gonna Metal Gear sidetrack because
I guess we're gonna do that next.
I think it's Sandwich's fault. It's usually Metal Gear related.
I often think about Metal Gear when I eat sandwiches.
No, I mean Urgent Sandwich, who's in chat.
Yeah.
Anyway, the secret to being Snake is yelling liquid with your mouth closed and your teeth open, if that makes any sense. Liquid! See?
Wow, that is the voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
You just do this. And you just yell with... Yeah. That's Snake. You just yell with your mouth closed.
Wow.
That's the secret. No one wanted you to know that.
That's the sound he makes when he gets electrocuted.
Yeah. You guys get this for free. Except for those of you who paid for it. Thank you.
If I may add another sidetrack to the mix, did you know Solid Snake wrote X-Men 1 and 2?
Yes, David Hayter.
Fucking awesome,
And he's
right?
in one, and he dies immediately.
Really?
Yeah, he gets stomped by Toad.
Oh, I remember.
He was a guard. Anyway, Metal Gear Solid is also a very good series. Let's do our best.
To not talk about that story.
I say that, but I'm going to be the one getting sidetracked most of all. We're still in Kingdom Hearts 2, the main summary. Kingdom Hearts 2, you start as Roxas, who needs to give his memories back to Sora, who's in hibernation. Sora is reborn with his tiny clothes and his bigger body. He hit puberty finally in his voice, and he's not a child. And then he needs to go fight Organization 13 because there's bad in the world. Yeah, so Organization 13, the rest of them is being a thing. We didn't talk about Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1. We'll get there, but Xemnas is the leader of Organization 13, the main big boss of Kingdom Hearts 2. He's got nobodies everywhere, so Sora's got to deal with Heartless and nobodies.
Did you say the big boss?
Metal Gear.
Metal, goddammit, gear. We talk about Kingdom Hearts 9. We'll do our best. Kingdom Hearts 2. Yes. Xemnas is trying to create Kingdom Hearts by having Sora collect hearts to create a Kingdom Hearts so that nobodies can be whole again. Be whole again. As far as they know, they can also hear all the gummy shit sounds, I think. Perfect. They can't see it though. Where are we? But we'll get more into the detail of some finagling and some lies, but basically, as you understand Kingdom Hearts 2, it's nobody's trying to be whole bodies again. Be whole buddies again. So yeah, that's the point of that. Yes, Sora has to deal with them. Sora deals with them. Yes, that wraps up nicely. God, we got so sidetracked. Whole buddies. Yeah, coded.
Directly following directly following Kingdom Hearts 2 comes Kingdom Hearts Coded, a game that was originally a mobile game for Japanese flip phones.
Hell yeah, just like that one Final Fantasy game before Crisis.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to play that. Why didn't they remaster that game? Anyway, so that game was remastered in 2009. Yeah, I'm like,
Let's turn that way the farts down.
yeah,
Let's do that.
I was trying to adjust it. There we go.
The problem is Kingdom Hearts is the loudest game I've ever played, and even when it's way lower than everything else, it's still too loud. Sorry, coded.
There we go. That should be fine. Okay, cool. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm like, yeah, just a little bit, just a little. I'm too scared to use your scroll wheel because it'll turn everything either all the way off or all the way on.
Yeah.
But this should,
Only I know the secrets.
this should be.
All right, wait. Before you do things here,
I'm gonna.
yeah, let's finish up our summary and then go dive deep, one at a time. And
I just wanted to get here. I'm not gonna do anything.
yeah,
I just
we're
want the
trying to
music.
get some side action going on at the same time.
Okay, there we go. I was just making sure we were at the place we want to be.
Our plan was to have some gameplay also happening while we're talking, just so something else is going on. We don't just have images to look at. So we were trying to get to Coliseum to do some extra stuff.
We're here now. We'll take a break from it.
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts Coded, originally a mobile game, re-released for the Nintendo DS in 2009, I think.
It's the only one I've never played.
You haven't played it?
Nope.
It's
I just watched the summary. It's the only one I have not and will not play.
It's funny. It's actually one of my favorite ones to play.
Really?
Yeah, because when the problem I had with 358/2 as a game at the time was that it was crazy unbalanced and it didn't feel good to play. Kingdom Hearts Coded was kind of the same battle system but tweaked, adjusted, and fine-tuned, and so it felt more like Kingdom Hearts 1 on the DS. And I think that's what the 358/2 was going for, was like Kingdom Hearts game on a DS. And
Scott, you can't just quote things you didn't even listen to and only use part of the quote. I'll fix it later. Anyway,
so Coded was actually very fun for me to play at the time. But the story is absolute balls.
I think for me it felt like another retreading of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
And I
Much like
didn't have a
Chain of
DS
Memories
at the
kinda,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, Chain of Memories was already retreading that I was like, I mean, there's new stuff also.
Yeah, but Coded was like, all right, I don't want to do it again.
Recode is 2011. Cool.
2000. Oh my.
Actually,
bad.
yeah.
Thanks,
if
ET.
you guys
I knew
know
if I said
dates
something,
on stuff,
if I know if I say it wrong, ET will fact check me.
that actually makes me very comforted because we will say things wrong.
Birth by Sleep was 2009.
Fat check.
Me too, bro. Absolute balls in what way? The story was Kingdom Hearts 1 and The Matrix mixed together.
Yeah. Basically, there's data of all the worlds in the journal for some reason, and there's bugs, and you have to make a data Sora. You play as data Sora. You have to malware bites that shit, or Norton, or whatever you use. You gotta fix that, get those bugs out of
I
there.
think it's called Xehanorton in Kingdom Hearts World.
Goodbye.
Xehanorton antivirus.
That's amazing.
Takes care of your bugs for you.
And infects them with darkness.
There needs to be an equal balance of light and viruses on your PC. Otherwise, it's not running proper.
That sounds about right.
Kingdom Hearts Recoded was Kingdom Hearts 1. And
Again.
It didn't really get into important stuff until the very end of the game.
But we'll get to that in a bit.
We'll get to that.
I took one note when I watched it again of one thing that will appear in Kingdom Hearts 3. Guaranteed. But yeah, that's...
Kingdom
Anyway.
Hearts 3D.
Kingdom Hearts 3D.
My least favorite game in the series. Do you want to take that one?
Yes, I enjoyed this one. The thing I hated the most about it, though, was that you'd be playing as you play as Sora Riku in that one. You'd be playing as one, and then it'd be like, time's up, you're playing to the other character. Sometimes it could happen mid-boss battle, so you'd take down a boss's health for a bit, whop over, do some stuff for a while, come back and have to fight it again. Not my favorite mechanic. I did like it kind of expanded on combat options. They introduced flow motion where you could like jump off of buildings and kind of get some more attack options. Donald and Goofy aren't in it. It's Sora and Riku in Dream Worlds where they look like babies again. And yes, Neopets, Pokemon, whatever you want to call it. There are spirits that you collect and level up, and they're who you have with you in battles. And there we go.
Just framing.
Just framing. And that one arguably has some of the most important lore stuff in preparation for Kingdom Hearts 3, but also at the same time you could say it's probably the same lore that's going to come up in Kingdom Hearts 3. We will dip into that. Carlton, hi! We'll get back into that a little bit later, but the main plot of that is Yensid is like, hey, Sora and Riku are noobs and they're not masters, and that sucks because we got to fight this old man and his evil boys because he is becoming an old man again because the other boys were destroyed, and we'll talk about what the fuck I mean about that later. But so they undertake the Mark of Mastery exam in Dream Worlds, Sleeping Worlds. They need to become masters. Long story short, Sora fails because of darkness reasons. Riku is now a master. They also find out Xehanort's true plan and all that, and there's a bunch of Xehanorts.
It's amazing. You could say they found out Xehanort's true plan in 5 different games.
But that's like his real plan for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
It's his...
The ultimate
Everyone is Xehanort, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Everyone is Xehanort.
It also establishes the concept of time travel.
God damn it, yep.
In the Kingdom Hearts universe.
Well...
And that's where...
Yes, there's time travel kind of in Key, but not. But definitely in Dream Drop Distance, there's time travel shenanigans. Anyway, that's that, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 happens. So let's dive deep right now. Do we want to be playing some game while we talk about it? Do we want to leave this up? Do we want to go to the other?
So
do we want to explain all the Soras and all the Norts, or do that later?
What is the deepen and the dive in that you're thinking?
That we will very as deep as we can talk about the lore of each game and the main plot points even further than a brief summary.
Okay. Wow, that took an hour.
I know. Well, half of that time was Metal Gear.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Deep points. Let's see. Do you wanna do your Nort diagrams?
Yeah, let's. So I made some more charts. We got some for all the Xehanort pieces that I remembered. Sorry if I'm yelling in the mic because I'm so close now. And some Soras. So let's talk about this. When we talk about each game, we'll talk about what.
Welcome to Sora.
You're not supposed to be there. Where did you come from? Get out of here.
You're not Sora.
Welcome to Sora. We'll talk about the games at the same time as this. We're going to do this very confusingly, but I think in the end it's the least confusing.
We can try.
So this is a diagram. Scott, we'll get to that. Yes. Yeah. Roxas, that'll be something we get to as well. Nobody's have the ability to grow hearts and all that stuff and come back to life. Lee. So this is Sora. This is the diagram I made of Sora and everything I thought was important to know about Sora and who everyone Sora is and why there's so many pieces of Sora. Really, everyone is Ventus in the end. But anyway,
Sora's a slut.
Sora's darkness light slut.
He's a heart slut.
He's a heartman slut.
He takes in any hearts that get near him. He's like, oh fuck, give me some of that heart.
He slurps them up. Yeah, that's exactly how Sora be. That's just his wonderful nature. So anyway, this chart, we start with Ventus.
You heard it right here, folks.
We start with Ventus, who very confusingly is in Kingdom Hearts Key, but we won't talk about that very much. Mainly, he's in Birth by Sleep. He's one of the main characters. There's Ventus boy. We're kind of let's just.
Are you sure you want to go there?
We're gonna go.
You want to go all the way back?
We're gonna go there. So, Ventus, Master Xehanort, in his wanting for things that we'll get into, basically. Hold on. Here, we're gonna get sidetracked a lot to, like I said, interrupt myself as I'm talking. So, I said that Kingdom Hearts can be summed up very simply. The main summary of Kingdom Hearts series so far is Xehanort. That's it. No, Xehanort sees that there's more light than darkness in the world, and Xehanort wants to create the Keyblade War, to create the Keyblade with an X.
Keyblade.
The Keyblade. To be able to open Kingdom Hearts, to be able to do what he wants with the world, which is make it a balance of light and darkness. And that's Kingdom Hearts. The end. I think we're done.
He wants the light and dark in equal shares
Yes.
across the universe.
Yes.
Which you think isn't such a bad plan, except for the fact that he's creepy, hunched over, old, talks about darkness, and does his wiggle fingers all the time.
He is very wiggly. Plus, he's done a lot of bad.
Ventus never had the fortitude for such strenuous trials.
We have Xehanort in the room, everybody.
Keyblade. Keyblade.
Which you'd think. So I make this comparison a lot. Based on how many plans he's had throughout the entire series, I akin him to Lord Voldemort. I would also say he's also kind of Darth Vader. Anakin Skywalker was meant to bring balance to the Force, and
Kingdom Hearts is Star Wars, especially Birth by Sleep. It's
may your heart be your guiding key.
Yep.
So mad. I'm so mad. It's so like, may the Force be with you, but not.
Yes.
And it's just,
Yep.
It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good.
Hold on. Let's get to Xehanort again in a bit.
Keyblade.
Xehanort is the main bad guy of the whole series, with many incarnations of himself.
Did me on Star Wars. Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Star Wars?
I'm sorry. Keep going.
The main protagonist of the series overall is Sora and the people connected to Sora. So in this chart, we start with Ventus back in Birth by Sleep. Where I was getting at is Xehanort, the old man, wanted to have a new vessel for his body, to have a new body to live on because he's an old man.
Wait,
So
first off, may we? Okay, let's try. Let's.
as long as we get through it, we can
Yes.
whatever.
Let's establish the people in numbers.
In each game?
Who's connected to Sora?
These people.
Let's have them by name and by fingers, and then we'll
That's it.
explain.
That's
their
literally everyone.
I don't have that many fingers, dude.
We only got 10. Well, we got more than that on this screen.
Okay.
Basically, Sora's connected to everyone, but these are the main ones. So no, we're not waiting anymore. So what I'm saying here is Xehanort wanted a new vessel to inhabit. It failed, so he had a contingency plan he wanted to create the Keyblade to get to Kingdom Hearts like the whole series is about. So to do that, you need dark and light in different things in different places that we'll get to. But in this game, he separated Ven's heart into light and dark. So up there we have, I mean, it's the same picture, but basically pure light Ventus and the darkness of Ventus's heart, which is Vanitas. And that he created two separate people. Vanitas, at that time when Vanitas was born, also the Unversed were born. Fledgling emotions, if you can say in Xehanort's voice.
Fledgling emotions.
Yes.
I don't remember how he said.
I don't remember. He says it though. I remember fledgling emotions. So that's the enemy in Birth by Sleep. But anyway, you got the light and the dark. He wanted to create the Keyblade. But I think at that point, the Keyblade spelled CHI. X, the X blade as people call it. So during that separation, if I remember correctly, Ven's heart was too weak to do it correctly. So basically, the light Ven went into a coma and failed. Xehanort was like, "Fuck this shit," and he went to go leave him on Destiny Islands because he was broken and dead. And at that time, his heart was broken because it literally was broken. And what are you doing?
I'm trying to find this picture.
Which one?
The Soras. Is that it?
There's 3 that are different slightly.
Fuck!
What are you trying to do?
Open it in Photoshop.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Not gonna.
No, don't do it.
Roxas is saying we should circle the characters as we talk about them.
Oh, shit.
Because it's just pictures on screen. And if someone doesn't know all these people by name, they're not going to be able to follow.
That's a good point.
I'm like,
Wait. Hold on. Don't look at anything. Wait. Hold on.
Your Photoshop is already open, and we have
Hold
the
on.
PC for it.
Yeah, do it.
If we just open it,
do it from here.
let's see. All right, I'm gonna Let's duplicate this so we don't ruin everything.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Main lore 2.
Uh-oh.
No, it's good. It's fine. It's all the same right now. Trust me. All right, so we have Sora's. That's this, right?
Yes.
All right. So that's this one.
It does. I guess if you're doing this, it doesn't matter which one you open as long as you find it.
Correct. All right, so that is a Sora's.
That is a Sora's.
So if I open a Sora's, excuse me.
Adobe Photoshop CS18.
Okay. So if I open Photoshop now.
Wait, hold on.
There it is.
Oh, well, never mind.
Okay.
Here. Let me from here.
Oh yeah. Carry on.
So if we're here, wait, shouldn't it? That's not it.
You need to change your inputs.
Well, no, that should still work, but it is not. Because I'm on the screen right. Oh.
Keyblade.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Okay, well, we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. What the? Oh, you had clicked on something. That's what happened. What?
Because you're alted. So.
How did I get alted?
Clean on the screen. Click on the screen.
God damn it.
Okay, now you can do it.
Okay, that was. Hold on. Everything's on separate things.
Keyblade.
Let me do this, and now we should be golden.
Keyblade.
No, it's still.
It's
Here, we'll do that.
There you go.
We'll do. How do you slightly?
Welcome to Sora.
Welcome to. Oh, it's different on that screen. Hold on. Oh, I see the issue.
Keyblade.
I see the issue, but I'm not gonna be able to fix it, so we'll do this.
Keyblade.
Keyblade. All right, so we're gonna do it like this, everybody. Why can I not? There we go. So, here we go. Ventus.
Keyblade.
Original Ventus, this boy. He's the one Xehanort wanted to become but failed, so he separated the hearts, creating Ventus, Boy of Light, and then Vanitas, darkness in his heart.
You did it.
And then, so yeah, he sent this one at the top. He sent him, this guy. He sent him to Destiny Islands to die because he said he broke. It won't work, but I'll try it.
It won't?
It'll work. Confirm Sora, thanks. So, yeah, he sent them there, and then at that point, basically his heart was asking for help because it's broken. A young baby who's younger than this baby was like, here, come live in my heart. So basically at that point, or have a piece of my heart, I think is what it was. Anyway, Sora, young baby Sora helped mend this Ventus boy, so he became alive and didn't die. So then Master Xehanort said, well, I can't just abandon my boy here. So he brought him to Land of Departure and Birth by Sleep to be trained with all the other boys in Aqua. Anyway, at the end of Birth by Sleep, the whole point of what Xehanort did was to be able to make the Keyblade.
Keyblade.
The Keyblade. And so at the end of that, on Ventus's story, he, being this one, and Vanitas, being this one, merged to create Ventus Heartless. Fuck.
Confirmed, Gang Warley.
You're not supposed to know that. Anyway, you created this combined one because it's the whole heart, and they made the Keyblade, and Kingdom Hearts was coming up, but then Ventus inside of his own heart fought Vanitas inside of his own heart, and he literally broke his heart into pieces, cut his heart into pieces. It was his last resort. He went into another coma, and it was bad. So then what happened was his falling heart, his dying heart was falling. Young, slightly older Sora was like, hey, random heart falling in the world, what's going on? Are you okay? And he's like, no, I'm dying. And he's like, okay.
No, I'm dying.
No, I'm dying. So young baby Sora said,
Shit's fucked, bro.
he said, come live in my heart. You can't tell that's a heart. Come live in my heart and it's fine. So there's a piece of Ventus inside of Sora's heart at this young Sora age of, I don't know, he's like 5 or
Cut
something.
my heart into pieces. This is my Sora fort.
This is my Xehanort.
That was better. That was better.
Scott tried, but he spelled it wrong. Anyway, so that's halfway through Sora. There's Sora, Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. Why did I do that? Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora is here. That's an H for hearts and then a K1. Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. Partway through Kingdom Hearts 1 near the end, he's got a bunch of hearts inside of his body, basically. One of which is why she's down here, Kairi's heart rests within him, as Riku says. So he unlocks his heart to release Kairi's heart to be able to keyhole, and we'll talk about Kingdom Hearts 1 later. But basically, he unlocks his own heart, giving Kairi back her body, turning into a Heartless. By turning into a Heartless, creating a nobody, Roxas, my favorite boy, whose head is off screen for you guys. And also, because he released Kairi's heart here, he created Namine, what is God damn it, I can't talk. What is Kairi's? That's not the right voice. Kairi's nobody.
It's like devil goofy.
Kairi's. So we got Sora, his Heartless, and his nobody up here, and then Kairi and her nobody, and then later Kairi hugs him to life back to normal Kingdom. We're gonna circle a lot of things. Normal Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. Yeah, so then 358 over 2 is happening with this boy, and then Xion is she's created by Organization 13 to be another Keyblade wielder and do some things, and basically she's when Sora's asleep in Chain of Memories, Roxas is recalling some of his memories. Xion is absorbing those memories as well. At some point, she finds Riku, and Riku tells her that she has Sora's memories and needs to give them back. So later she realizes that's the point. She makes Roxas fight her. She dies. Roxas absorbs all of her memories, so Roxas is the only thing left of sleeping Sora's memories, and then in Kingdom Hearts 2 he returns, creating Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. I can't... Where's my tablet is broken. It looked like I wrote cock over there, but I didn't. I just circled a lot.
Wow.
Kingdom Hearts 2
Seriously
Sora.
does look like cock.
Cock, where the fuck?
If
there.
you planned
Kingdom
that-
Hearts 2 Sora.
Please tell me you planned that.
It's gone. You'll never know. There's no proof. It's not on the internet.
There was a cock all over Kairi and Namine. What the fuck, man?
It's fine.
This is a kid's game.
It's fine. So now we're gonna go
Do you want me to do that in English?
and do what? Everything I said?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, you lost me. All right, let's try this again. If I may, let's see. What do we got here?
You gotta go back to the scene.
All right, let me try. If I may try something here. Keyblade. Give me the PC.
But it's on the other one. I went back to.
Oh.
We're over there.
Oh.
Oh, well, we're gonna do that.
All right, let's see. If I go down, can you fast forward? Ah, damn it! Your scroll wheel. Christ, the scroll wheel.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You can't go down.
Scroll wheel. It's okay. You know what we can do here? You know what we can do here? Oh God.
Yes, which is why we need to talk about the games. Maybe we should talk about the characters, or more in depth the characters after we talk about the games.
Yes.
Oh,
it's a whole display.
Yeah, that's why it's.
I see.
That's why I didn't worry about it.
Okay. All right, then I'll go back to what we were doing.
All right, here, hold on. I figured out what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
This is gonna make more sense.
Give me the scrubby. Give me the hand. Fuck. Can't do a goddamn thing with your mouse.
Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do.
Carry on.
We're gonna just remember what I said about Sora. Try your best to remember.
I'm gonna.
We're gonna show the Xehanort one, and then we're gonna go through the games and then come back when you have more information.
Oh my God.
I think that's the best way. There's a lot to this. That's on the. There we go. We're just gonna look at this right now. So
Fuck.
Xehanort chart. We're start upper left. Young Xehanort becomes old. Regular Xehanort, birth by sleep. Terra is below him. He merges with Terra, creating Terranort and Lingering Well. He later becomes Ansem, but not Ansem. And Griselda, welcome. Thank you for following during this.
Thank you for the follow, Griselda.
Very confusing thing that we're trying to do. Anyway, there's a Xehanort chart. Apprentice Xehanort becomes Heartless and Nobody, and then he becomes a lot. Yeah, I think we do just need to talk about each game and then go deeper.
I'm like, we probably should have started the release order.
But here's what we got. We got all that. Anyway, yeah, let's just go back here. Let's rewind a bit.
Okay.
Let's pretend. Welcome to the stream. We're just starting. We haven't talked to you guys at all.
Welcome to the show.
We definitely haven't been streaming for an hour about.
My name is Brandon, aka Resuki. This is Mr. Croix, aka Game Croix, and tonight we are doing a lore video on the history and lore of Kingdom Hearts.
And let's dive in right now for the first time. Let's just start with a deep dive. That sounds like a good idea.
Pretend you didn't see anything because you didn't.
Yep. You can't prove it because it's not like it's the internet or anything.
Zoom in on the specific games from the chart. Wait, actually, You had another setup for that.
Yeah, we have. So this is what we were.
Fuck!
Oh yeah, we put the other picture on there.
It's okay. It's a different project.
Yeah, just.
Cut my life into. That's a penis.
No, that's Roxas.
That's a penis.
How dare you? Don't erase that forever.
All right.
No, I meant please erase it forever.
Oh.
All right. Here's our original setup we were gonna do.
Not key. Sorry, I got mad.
We have some gameplay going on, but I don't know if we're gonna talk about it now, or if we're gonna play it now.
The gameplay?
Yeah, I feel like we'll get even more sidetracked.
It's possible. Let's we should have made bullet points. I feel like now.
Wait, which order are we talking now? We're talking release order. Yeah. Let's do release order.
I think so. Release order, that way we can kind of express it in bite-sized pieces.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's too much to
This is our first time doing it without playing a single game at a time to convey. If you ask me questions, I will tell you no lies. I will tell you the Kingdom Hearts, but when I make myself talk about the Kingdom Hearts, it's gonna. Let's start. Kingdom Hearts 1.
The Kingdom Hearts.
We're doing the main, like all the important shit that happens in these games now.
I asked at least 2 and both were ignored. What do we miss, gang?
Asked what?
Let's see, can I scroll up?
Go to the Gummy screen.
Tell me the secrets of your scroll wheel.
You just gotta do it. That's all it is.
Just fucking do it. Just get it good.
Hold on. Let's focus this time, right?
Okay.
I think that's the only way we can do it.
This is.
Wait, are you playing or talking or doing both?
I'll talk and play. Can we switch it over? From here to your PS4.
Yes, unless you want to play with the delay. Why though? Did this? Something has broken. That's cool. That's good.
What happened?
I can't hear the game audio, but I mean we don't need it. I think
Oh, because we turned
that's
it down
why.
super low.
No, because I'm dumb. Shh, don't tell anyone. No, we're good.
Just a tiny.
No, we're
not
good.
that much.
Shh, I won't reveal my dumb secrets on stream.
Okay, that should be fine. Down.
Man, I wish it was Danny DeVito. It's not though.
Danny DeVito, you looking better than you bad at me. All right, so
Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, you know what? You know what works good as visual aids? Our journal.
Well, we're in Kingdom Hearts 1. We can do it for this, but we can't really do it for the rest.
How come? All the games are on here. If you bought the Story So Far edition.
It's not true. Well, actually, no, it's not that version. Well, 2.8 is separate.
Yes, but you have the 1.5, 2.5, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Well, it's... Hold on. Let's not do this. Let's not do this way.
Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling it now.
Because that's going to be character specific. Kingdom Hearts 1 is a story about Sora, the main character who is on screen right now, and this is Kingdom Hearts 1. This is what he looks like in his jumpsuit.
Let's see. How can I...
So in Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora starts as a lad, as a young lad with his 2 friends.
Is that Rave Master up there?
Hell yeah, it is.
Fucking awesome.
I'm glad you know what that is.
I'm like...
That is my favorite manga, and that's all of it.
Holy shit.
Kingdom Hearts 1 starts as Sora. I was going to say Donald and Riku. Kairi and Riku on an island. They're young friends. They live on an island. That's all they know is the island life. Riku yearns for something more. They're gonna go adventure on a boat, but instead Riku dabbles in some darkness and kind of gets their world destroyed, right?
Sort of. 3 friends on an island.
Yep.
Sora, Riku, and Kairi. They dream of seeing the world, basically like kid dreams. I want to travel. I want to do adventures. And they come up with a plan to get off their island and go see what's out there. They create a raft. They're on Destiny Island. They create a raft so they can go out and see the world. And then, on one fateful night, a storm hits and takes everything they know and basically destroys it. Previously, Sora has a dream where he dives to his heart and sees what's inside. And he is confronted with darkness. He finds these little beings called Heartless, the dark ants as such, and at the end of his dream he confronts Dark Side, which is his inner darkness. And the power that takes over his world is the power that was speaking to him in his dream. So Sora is forced to confront the dark side once again, defeating him, but in the end, his world falls to darkness and he gets shot off into space.
Not before he gains the power to use the Keyblade.
Which Riku, Sora and Riku, best friends, rivals. You do competitions, you fight, you spar, you race. He's like the cool friend of yours that was always like kind of a little bit better. You're a little jealous of him, but like you're bros and you wouldn't do anything to like screw each other over. You're cool.
Except he beat him up just enough times so you can have one more number than he has, and the score can be 3-2.
Riku was supposed to become the next Hokage.
Yeah, it's true. But
So, when their world falls to darkness, Sora gains the power to wield a Keyblade. He's chosen by the Keyblade. He is its chosen wielder. And he gets sent off to Traverse Town. Traverse Town is a world that appears when someone is in need of shelter, when their world falls to darkness. Once he gets to Traverse Town, he runs into Leon and Yuffie, who explain to him what's going on in the universe right now, why his world got swallowed, and why he got sent off, and why he is here. They explain that darkness is... someone is working to take over all the worlds and find princesses of heart, and worlds are falling to darkness. Things are very bad. So they tell him that as the Keyblade's chosen wielder, he's meant to be the hero and the defender of these worlds. And in meeting Donald and Goofy, two people who are also searching for the
people.
key. I say I didn't.
No, they're people.
Traverse Town? Who's Traver? Sexual tension between those two was amazing. Oh yeah, between Riku and Kai. Or no, Riku and Sora. Sorry.
It remained.
Anyway, Donald and Goofy are looking for the wielder of the key because their king, King Mickey, sent them out to find the wielder of the key so they could defend the worlds and make sure the universe doesn't fall to darkness. On their journeys, they meet characters from various Disney worlds, places like Agrabah, Deep Jungle, Tarzan's world.
Which is only in this game. Even in the games that retread this game.
Yeah.
Not important, except it's copyright reasons, but...
Yeah, something to do with the rights where they just couldn't use them again. Couldn't even use it in Chain of Memories.
Nope, it was only this game.
But, so as they fight through these worlds and they meet these characters and they find the problems plaguing these worlds, Sora has this innate sense of justice and righteousness that pushes him to want to protect people and right wrongs. And if he's ever put in a situation where he feels like he has the power to make things right, where they're either wrong or where people are...
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's just good. He likes to take care of people. He's righteous. He's strong. Strong-hearted, and which is one of those reasons why the Keyblade chose him. The Keyblade choosing is something we might be able to come back on later.
We will come back on later.
Hi,
it's
kitty.
very important for later.
After he travels through these worlds, gets a hold of his power of the Keyblade, they eventually make it to Hollow Bastion, and Hollow Bastion is
The best world in that game, I'd say.
it's cool as fuck. Is where Sora reaches his... You know what? Go ahead and you should play.
I'm just gonna put the Kingdom Key on, because I have to seal the doors with this.
Because it's way cool. Wait, can you do that Trinity right away?
No. That's later.
Okay. Are you able to do like the barrels and then beat Cerberus and then leave and come back and do the Trinity?
I don't know, but I sure don't want to do the trials. That's my least favorite part of this entire game.
It's so easy, so good.
I mean, you can do it and
Hollow Bastion?
Hollow Bast now.
Pull a back flip. Anyway, so they go to Hollow Bastion, and this is where the conflict between Sora and Riku, where they've met a couple times along this journey, and they've noticed this sort of divide starting to happen, and it all comes to a head at Hollow Bastion, where Riku uses his power to straight up take the Keyblade from Sora, the one who fought his way through all these battles, defeated so many Heartless, and proved himself as a strong-hearted warrior of light, wielding the Keyblade, and then Riku just straight takes it from you.
It's a very powerful moment, and you feel like a worthless, weak garbage boy.
It's amazing because the way the story presents its problems and the way the story tells itself to you is that you relate to Sora. Because Sora's basically self-insert. He's he's a normal guy. He's just a kid. And you can relate to him on just like a kid wanting to adventure or play outside or fight with your friends, stuff like that. He's someone anyone can put their stuff into. And then, yeah, the rival friend, Riku, he's a great rival in that it makes you want to be better than Riku, like that kind of thing. And then when Riku finally takes away that power that you've proved yourself to be worthy of through the whole game, once he takes it from Sora, Riku takes it away from you. Like,
yes.
You. And you feel that.
Everything you've earned is gone.
You're like, what the fuck? I made it this far, and I was so strong, but then he can just take it away from me. And that's heartbreaking for you, and it's amazing. It's such a good moment. But
all he leaves you is a wooden sword.
Mm-hmm.
He takes it away from you, gives you a wooden sword from the beginning of the game. You're just left alone there with an injured beast.
Go play hero with this is his line, and it's so good. Later on, you fight your way up the castle, like, not with the strength of your sword or with your skills, but with your strength of heart. You're able to make your way up that castle.
And making beasts do most of the work.
Hi, cat. Bust walls and stuff.
Bear, who do you think you are? Get down. Get down.
Kiki.
Bear's trying to be on stream.
Sora! You're able to make it to Riku again, confront him one last time, and with your strength of heart and the bonds that you've established with your friends, Donald and Goofy, they come back.
Who left you, by the way?
Who left you when Riku took the Keyblade? Because they're only with you because you have the Keyblade, technically.
Fucking rude boys.
The king sent them out.
Hi, little kitty.
The king sent them out to follow the wielder of the Keyblade, and that's what they're doing. They're doing their job.
They're moving along like they're supposed to. Even though it hurts.
It hurts them too. Like, they know it sucks, but they have to do it. It's... I don't know what the word is, but anyway. They leave you, but as Riku's about to strike you down in your next conflict, Goofy rushes to your side to defend you. It's Goofy the Defender with his valiant shield in hand. He knows that his mission is to follow the Keyblade, but his heart is also strong with his friends, so he goes to protect you, and so does Donald. And with the strength of your heart and the strength of your friends, Sora is able to take the Keyblade back and then confront Riku again, and ultimately prove that his heart is stronger than Riku's. So this is one of the more powerful
Bear.
moments of the... Hi, cat.
He's just gonna knock the mic over. Here's our boy.
He's a cat.
Sorry, sir, you can't be on that table today.
Anyway, that's one of the most powerful moments in the story, and that's one of the climaxes of this particular game. This story is kind of a hero's journey and sort of a, like, coming-of-age story for
What are you
Sora.
supposed to do here? Sorry to
Here?
interrupt. I don't remember.
Talk to Phil.
He's already said the same thing.
Go push that block.
Oh, that's right. Anyway, yeah, I forgot. We skipped this during the quick run.
Then you can talk to Phil again.
Yeah.
But,
What is Kingdom Hearts?
so, basically, the first game is establishing Sora as a strong-hearted character with a sense of justice and righteousness. And, your goal in that game is to stop this dark being that's been plaguing the worlds, which, in the beginning, it was established that there's a man named Ansem, this wise man who researched people's hearts and the darkness in people's hearts, and is a researcher.
You learned about him in the second world of the game.
Yeah.
He's out there.
Yeah.
Wanting to do bad.
Not even that. Is Traverse Town, they explain to you that... Wow. Never seen that before.
He just kept going.
Wow. That was amazing. Eris tells Donald and Goofy, and Yuffie and Leon tell Sora that Ansem is a wise man from their world, a benevolent sage, essentially.
Yes.
And come to find out that later, this benevolent sage that you've been told about is actually this seeker of darkness, this entity. And so it pulls this like huge bait and switch on you, and it's amazing. But anyway, it turns out that this guy, Ansem, who you've been learning about on your journey thus far, turns out to be the one pulling the strings and the one who made Riku fall to darkness and the one who's causing all this. We establish him as benevolent, but he turns out to be this malevolent figure, this evil figure.
In fact, the opposite of that word.
Indeed. And so, your goal becomes finding this man, defeating him, and putting a stop to his machinations, to stop him from destroying the worlds. And at the end of that game, you are unfortunately forced. You finally meet Riku one last time after you defeat Ansem and stop his plans. But to close the door to Kingdom Hearts, which Ansem opened, he made it to his goal and he opened Kingdom Hearts, but it was almost too late. But as you go to push the door close, Riku's there on the other side to help you pull it shut. And that's Riku's little save the cat moment. It's like
Yeah, he's been gone for a while. He
disappears after that last fight with him.
Yeah, and basically after Ansem is done possessing him, has his own form, Riku is just gone.
But he comes back to save the day right at the end. And in that moment, you get to see Mickey Mouse for the first time.
The very first time, and it's amazing.
It's the best. It's one of the. They were given one chance to use Mickey Mouse due to rights reasons, and I think that was the most perfect way they could have possibly used Mickey. Is the very last scene. They just show him in a silhouette, but it's like, oh, it's the king, we found him, because that's Goofy and Donald's mission. They're trying to find the king.
And we know that as well. The whole game, Sora is looking for his friends and their king. Oh, he's alive.
Bless you.
And their king. So they're on separate missions, working together to achieve the same goal.
So there's that. And there's one little thing that they only mentioned a couple times, but it was a big gripe of people who played Kingdom Hearts 1 and were like, why didn't Riku just come on this side of the door and help you push? Apparently, established by Kingdom Hearts of deepest lore, the door...
Fragmentary passage.
The door can only be shut from both sides, so it needs someone to push it shut and someone to pull it shut. It's the door in Full Metal Alchemist. It's an equivalent exchange.
That is a good analogy.
So there's that, and Sora's journey was to find his friends, and Donald and Goofy's journey was to find their king.
Yes, actually, Roxy has a good point that we skipped. Princesses of Heart. That is...
right, okay.
That is how Ansem was trying to open the door to Kingdom Hearts, was assembling the 7 Princesses of Light.
So...
to unlock the final keyhole to Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm. So, to open Kingdom Hearts, or to summon Kingdom Hearts, you could use the word summon.
Yes.
There are 2 ways to do it. Actually, there might be 3 that I've just learned today. You know, with the Lux and such.
Yes, there's at least 2.
Anyway,
there's a few ways.
So the first iteration of how to summon Kingdom Hearts. Originally, we thought Kingdom Hearts was a door, and it was established that it was this door to the heart of all worlds, established in Ansem's reports, and also based on the scene from the end of the game, where it is this giant door. To open this door, to summon Kingdom Hearts, you need the 7 Princesses of Heart. 7 hearts of... I don't know why I threw up 2. 7 hearts
Close
of...
enough.
Yeah. 1, 7. Okay. 7 of the purest hearts. So you have Princess Aurora, Princess Jasmine, Alice, who is not technically a princess, but they couldn't use Ariel because they didn't want to animate legs.
That sounds about right. I think, though, we should move on to the next game. But the point is, we got to the end of it. 7 Princesses of Heart.
They accomplished their goal, but the goal was taken away from them right at the end. So that gives Sora, Donald, and Goofy a reason to keep on questing beyond making it to the end like they did. Like, they found the king, they found Riku, they found their friends, but it was snatched away from them right at the end. So they gotta keep going. And as they keep going, they walk the roads, and they find themselves at Castle Oblivion, which is where Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories begins. Holy fuck! I need to use the restroom if I may.
All right.
And this is...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did that wrong.
Oh, it's me.
There he is. I guess I'll keep talking about Chain of Memories, which is not going to actually work when I'm playing this because I will be too distracted. One down, yeah. So Kingdom Hearts is done, and what we'll be doing is kind of backfilling as the information is given to you in the series, because there are some overlapping stuff that comes up in later games. But Chain of Memories was the next game released, originally on Game Boy Advance, like we said. So in this game, Sora and friends, being Donald and Goofy specifically, they're still looking for Mickey because he's out there. They're still looking for Riku because he's out there. And he also got separated from Kairi. So basically they're back to square one. No one's there. They go out looking. They go to a crossroads. There's a man in a black robe, which we will be very familiar with at this point in time through the entire series as Organization 13 member. So man in a black cloak says some mysterious stuff that's like, I think it's to find is to lose and to lose is to find, some riddle, and then he floats away down the road. So they follow him and end up at Castle Oblivion, which is more relevant than this game lets on, when we will come back to that later. But Castle Oblivion is one of Organization 13's base, and this is the game that we are introduced to Organization 13. So the gist of this game is Sora, Donald, and Goofy are here to find their people that they're trying to find. Organization 13 is here. They're like, hey, if you want answers, just come on up these levels, but you're gonna...
I like the
you're
inside
gonna
of your
lose.
shower curtain.
Did you pee in the shower?
I like the inside of your shower curtain.
Thank you.
What were you talking about?
Chain of Memories.
Oh, cool. Okay.
They're in Castle Oblivion. They're told to find is to lose is to find. You can take over if you want.
Oh, sure.
This is one I'll probably need some interjections with, but the point is they're there to find their friends, yes? Because they've been separated again. They need to ascend, and every floor they go up, they lose memories. So as the game progresses, you slowly start losing bits of information. Like, he forgets who Kairi is at some point. They meet Namine, who is a witch, she says, but really she is the nobody created when Sora released. We didn't even talk about that. Well, we talked about it in Sora's.
They don't establish how nobodies are created until Kingdom Hearts 2, I think is why.
That's true.
So
But
Namine is just a girl.
I'm gonna touch on it though. She's nobody.
Gonna touch on this girl.
No,
That's illegal.
on the nobody.
Everybody
So,
keep 911 on speed dial.
please, no.
Get Resuki out of the house.
What?
What?
Oh,
Touch on this girl.
I'm not doing it. Anyway, so she reveals at some point that she's basically, she tells him what's happening. You're fighting yourself.
It's me.
You're gonna lose your memories as you go higher, but to find what you want, you gotta go up there. So Sora's willing to risk losing those memories, but in place, Namine is putting fake memories in to their minds. So at some point, she replaces herself with Kairi. So as you're going up, Sora is fighting to protect Namine when he really is trying to find Kairi. Things get really convoluted. As you go up, you kill organization members, sort of. You learn a bit more of the side plot, which is that certain organization members were sent here to gather information / people. So in Sora's playthrough, in this game you play as Sora and Riku in 2 different playthroughs. As Sora, you find that some of the people there want to learn about your Keyblade and how to use that correctly for their own purposes, for reasons I don't think they say in that game. There is Mr. Science Nobody on Sora's journey, and also Riku's. There is Axel, the best nobody, maybe, he's playing an interesting game. He's playing. You don't know what he's playing in that game.
He's basically a double agent.
He's a quad-billionaire agent.
What he is sort of a power unto himself. It's less like he's doing things less out of the interest of like the organization or his orders. It's more he's more
doing
driven
things
by self-interest.
Yeah, he's still
chaotic neutral.
He's still kind of completing. He is following orders. At one point, he kills Vexen because Vexen is going against the organization, and Axel just.
He also just kind of doesn't like Vexen.
Well, Vexen
You're
is
a
the worst.
creepy dude.
He is the worst, so that's fine. But he kills Vexen at some point, and that's a good scene.
That is a good scene because what I liked about Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories was that you didn't destroy people. People straight up died. Like, just die.
A couple of them.
Axel murders Vexen.
He explodes him.
In front of Sora.
Yeah. Poor baby Sora watches a man die for the first time. Well,
He turns around and goes, "What are you people?" He's like, Vexen wasn't doing what we needed him to do, so I got rid of him.
and that is Axel.
That's Axel.
That's a good boy, Axel. One thing I forgot to touch on is the leader of this, as you learn, the leader of this subsection of Organization 13 is Marluxia. As I always want to pronounce it Marluxia, because I thought it was cool, but in the pronunciation it is Marluxia. Let me just give the cutscenes for...
Oh, skip him.
Oh, God. Kill Cerberus! I hate him. He was a roadblock when I played this game as a child.
This boss was the only boss where it ever prompted me to, like, post something online. Because I remember people are like, how do you beat this boss? I can't beat this boss! And I posted, like, a how to beat him type thing.
Gotta get up on the hider's back. That's what I did the cheese strats where you hide on its back for all the bad parts. But also I went to deep jungle first to get heal.
I feel like that's a good strat. I don't know if that's cheesing. I think that's kind of what you're supposed to do.
Maybe. Axel killed Vexen to earn Marluxia's trust. That actually sounds correct. Getting back to Marluxia, Marluxia is the leader of this subsect of Organization 13, sent here to do certain things. Marluxia starts having his own goals where him and Larxene,
Yeah.
who is also one I hate because she was a hard boss fight back in the day. She is vicious, but they're kind of starting their own plan. Are they trying to overthrow Organization 13 or become their own subset, their own... They're doing their own thing, basically. I think he wants to use Sora's power for himself, if I remember correctly.
The way you could describe it is that a lot of
She's very sassy.
the organization members that are at Castle Oblivion are, I would call them dissenters. People who are...
Yes, that's
kind of-
talked about in 358, I think.
Yeah, breaking away from actual organization for their own, like, smaller self-interest of the organization.
And so, as we learn in this game, they're there for research purposes, for gathering recruit, as in Sora powers and whatnot. But you learn a little bit later they're there for another reason, which is because they're not to be trusted. They're to be watched to see what they do. They're thought to be traitors, which is why Axel is sent there.
Mm-hmm. As basically the eyes and ears of the institution. There we go.
He dead. So yeah, Marluxia's doing his own stuff, and he's a pretty cool boss fight, I think. Even though that game is card-based and not my favorite, it's still a cool boss fight, even if you cheese him.
It's much more fun on the Game Boy Advance.
Yes, yeah, they're trying to use the Keyblade Wheeler to overthrow the organization. So Sora's side is going up, losing memories, beating Marluxia, I think, to save Naminé, because he's still at that point. Naminé reveals the whole thing and is like, hey, to remember what you're really after, to remember your real friends.
Cloud. Cloud's the best.
That's Cloud. He's from the game Kingdom Hearts Final 7. Fantasy.com.
7.5.
7 Kingdoms of Fantasy Hearts.
With Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
There we go.
So yeah, Naminé gives him the option to forget everything that happened in Castle Oblivion to regain his memories, or to remember what happened but still have all of his memories lost. He chooses to remember his real memories, so that's why he's put into sleep, and that's where he goes into sleep, basically, until Kingdom Hearts 2. On the flip side in this game, Riku is in the basement. He sees some of the other organization members, but during this time, so I think there's like, whenever they had the cutscenes for the organization members, for Sora's, they were all like in bright rooms, and when it showed the guys in Riku's, they were all in a dark room, because they were like
a dark basement.
Yeah, they were like the underground of the underground boys. Mm-hmm. So that was, Vexen was in this side, Zexion, Lexius, I believe. Mm-hmm. I think it was just those three were the main. Was Axel bopping around? Sorry, did you just choose to fight Sephiroth right now?
No. Vexen was definitely playing both sides. He was on the top floors and also through the basement.
Yeah. Vexen, though, his main goal that he decided he wanted to do was he realized Riku, the Harnesser of Darkness, might be a good fit for their purposes as well. So he analyzes him real closely, and he creates a replica, as we call him, Repliku. Repliku. So there's a fake Riku that he sends around that's it messes up some stuff. He's just a puppet, but he wants to use Riku to do this job to overthrow Organization 13, correct? Replicun.
You
got this. This is where I'm fuzzy. I just know that Vexen wants Riku. He loves the darkness in Riku.
He notices that Riku is kind of like a very good conduit and like a dark vessel. So he makes a copy of him. I don't know if it's necessarily to overthrow the organization, but
he might just be doing it for research.
Yeah, I'm like,
because he's a science man.
Yeah, he's just a creepy, a kind of like experiments type. On floor, Zexion, Lexaeus, and Vexen are trying to obtain info about Sora for the organization. They're still on the side of the organization. Okay, so that's right.
Yes, at the top floor, the guy that's like at the top is like, I want to be higher than this top. Yeah, they're doing research because they want research, and because in a past life they were researchers. Some of them.
So Marluxia actually wants to diverge.
Yeah.
And
which is interesting coming up in the future.
What's her head? Lex Luthor. What's her name?
Larxene?
Yeah, Larxene.
Or Larzine. I said Larxene is how I pronounce it.
I say Larxene too.
He's about those experiences. He's a scientist. Science is what he does. Yes.
The pursuit of knowledge, which is noble and crazy. Sora fights up through the floors. Riku fights through the basements. Riku eventually finds the pods where...
During this whole time, though,
Go ahead.
Riku is fighting with the remnants of Ansem, or Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, Xehanor's Heartless inside of him. So he keeps seeing basically the ghost of Ansem during this whole time. And that is his final battle, is to overcome that. Yeah,
this is kind of like Riku's coming-of-age story. Like, Riku was like the coolest... Okay, I did this on my stream, and I feel bad because you're going to hear it verbatim. But Riku was kind of like the pillar of strength between his three friends, Sora, Riku, and Kairi. So he was like the stalwart figure that kind of held them together. And Sora was just like, he's like, yeah, I hang out with these guys. They're my friends. And then Kairi also, I hang out with these guys. Those are my friends. But Riku's like the leader type. And so Riku did kind of think he was better, and this changes later on, but at the time he kind of thought he was better. But his hubris ends up being his downfall, and that's why
he thinks he's cool enough to handle darkness, but
he lost to Sora. Sora's heart was stronger, and Riku realized that everything he thought about himself was wrong. He was embarrassed, and that put him into a situation where he's like, I need to change this. I need to make myself better. So in Chain of Memories, we get to go through his story and his part of his growing up process. And so he fights the darkness inside his heart and tries to overcome it without being swallowed by it. And this is actually, he does this a couple times through the series. He does it in this game, Kingdom Hearts 3D, and a little bit in the background of Kingdom Hearts 2. He's trying to find his way out of darkness. That's his whole thing. That's a penis.
It's fine. It's his giant parachute pants on top of his other pants.
My bad. I thought it was a penis.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Those are titties.
I can see the confusion.
Are those his little hands down there? Shh. Okay.
This is Riku. He's strong boy. He's a strong lad.
He's got biceps.
He put his bicep up there because I did his hand wrong, and then he's
like Popeye.
He got his Soul Eater, which is definitely 100% to scale. There's an eye in there, which is actually important. This eye, the all-seeing eye. You guys can see this however you want. It's really hard to draw on this screen.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. There's like a little bit of lag, and also the tracking isn't 100% on board.
And it's tiny and old.
Oh,
anyway,
I
just
think you're
look
doing
at
a fantastic
look
job.
at his nice body that I've made. Anyway, this is Riku.
It's a penis holding another penis.
Yeah, that's Riku.
Riku is a massive dick.
That's
and
Pinku.
And he tries to find his way out of being that massive dick that he was in Kingdom Hearts 1.
See? That's why he's shaped like that.
Pinku.
He loses that design.
Oh yeah, they change him up.
Yeah, he literally looks like a penis in Kingdom Hearts 1.
He shaves the... I'm not even gonna...
And now he's gone. That's Chain of Memories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they never meet up, but Sora goes into hibernation, which is important. Riku at the end is given the same choice to regain his memories or have whatever knowledge he has, and he's like, I'll keep the knowledge I have because I'm cool and I can use this.
Yeah.
So he does not go into sleep.
He also doesn't lose any of his memories. He just learns new things.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's true.
So
So he just only gains.
Yeah.
Riku's just out the winner. Plus he fights Ansem.
he confronts the darkness in his heart. He helps Sora along with his...
He also changes his physical form in that one. He looks like Ansem, Seeker of Darkness after that battle of defeating the darkness within him. Great, it's clipped.
Actually, that actually happens a little bit behind the scenes in Kingdom Hearts 2. Diz,
Which is wait.
Riku meets Diz and Namine at the end. Is that right, Roxas?
Yes. I remember this because Diz then I think he collects. Oh no, that's later. At some point he collects Namine and Sora's pod. Anyway.
So Riku is trying to help Diz and get Sora's... He's trying to make sure the recovery process for Sora goes as smoothly as possible. He could have gone to sleep and locked the darkness away.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it... Denver Pope, thank you for the resub.
2 months, but actually more because I'm bad
I
at
don't really know what to
resubbing.
say. It's not my show, but I'm happy for you.
Oh, that's under... You got that text from there.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you for being... I mean, you lured these people here, so...
I've come to collect that hot bod.
That's exactly what you said. You can play the game.
Yeah.
Whichever one it was in, I don't remember.
Just like that, I practiced that line too. I won't tell you which one it is. You'll just have to find it. the play to make everyone play the games. Fights the darkness in himself because he wants to grow and be strong and to be able to be basically self-sufficient.
He wants to be there for everybody.
If someone else did it for him, then he would never learn anything. So he takes it upon himself to get the learning done. So that's that. While all this is happening, Kingdom Hearts 358/2 is going along right beside it.
Yes. 358/2, as we mentioned, happens
parallel.
Yeah, it
to Chain of Memories.
It's about Roxas, who was born when Sora unlocks his heart in Hollow Bastion. So by doing that, he becomes a Heartless, and also when you create a Heartless, you create a Nobody as well, which is where Roxas is born. The star, 358/2. What does that mean? Also, there's days in that title. 358/2 days. That's because it's 358 days, as far as I understand it, over 2 people. Because of Roxas and Xion, and they're the same person.
Yes.
I didn't actually know that was real. That's just how
Goofy.
I thought.
What the fuck does that
It's not
mean?
about Goofy.
Goofy, what the fuck
Goofy!
is that?
What does it mean?
Remember Sora. 358/2 days. You have to remember Sora.
I remember that scene in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Goofy. What the fuck does that mean?
Goofy!
What the fuck does that mean, Goofy?
Spoilers, Goofy dies. What?
So in Kingdom Hearts 2...
Wait, are we not going to talk about 358?
Nah, because it comes after Kingdom Hearts 2.
Was it released after?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm most certainly sure.
All right. I don't remember the dates on that. Wait, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 is 05 in Japan.
Because remember, Phase 1 was like Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts 2. And then Phase 2 was like 358/2 days, Birth by Sleep, and Recoded. Like, those were the 3 games announced at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Kingdom Hearts 2.
One of the... Yeah, okay. I'll go back to the Phase 2 of the Kingdom Hearts release schedule. This is Marvel. So, let's see, where am I at? Kingdom Hearts 2. We start Kingdom Hearts 2 by...
I want to do it.
You want
I want to do it. I'll try, but I'll do better than last time.
You want to draw pictures too?
No, that'll distract me.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 2 opens as... You start as Roxas. It's like...
Oh yeah, your favorite.
It's like the opposite of Metal Gear Solid 2. We get back to Metal Gear Solid, where
Oh,
you
yeah!
play as Snake and you're like, nice, I'm Snake. And then you play as Raiden and you're like, what the fuck? And this one you play as Roxas.
I didn't want this game.
It's still a good game. Raiden's okay. I like him.
I
Anyway,
like Quentin Flynn, who's the voice of Raiden, and Axel.
and Reno. He's very good. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
him. He's a very nice man.
And
you should follow him.
And Iruka Sensei. From Naruto?
That's right, with the hair.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kingdom Hearts 2. So you start as Roxas, and you're like, oh, it's a new character. I want it. Where's my Sora? So at this point, we know Sora is asleep in his little pod there. He's sleeping. During the Roxas playthrough, he's just a normal kid. At the end of summer vacation, he's got to do an assignment with his friends. Cool, what a good game. During this time, you're fighting with a rival gang who's Final Fantasy VIII characters, and I hate them, and they're garbage, rude boys. They're bullies. They're just rude bullies. But weird things start happening in your town.
The disciplinary committee, you could call them.
You could call them that.
Are they the disciplinary committee in Final Fantasy VIII?
I don't remember.
Elliot, tell me. Go ahead.
So on that one, weird things start happening. Everyone's missing and no one can say the word. And they're like, what's going on here?
Censored for
Yeah, it's
profanity.
censored because, everyone's missing there, if you know what that means. You find out later that's photos. They can't say the word photos. All their photographs are gone. You find out these weird little spermy guys have been taken. You're like, what's this white swirly man? It's your first introduction to nobodies who are not organization members.
And nobody can feel anything.
Have no right to be and all that stuff.
Oh, that's what it was.
And nobody has no right.
So you track them down, weird stuff happening. You're like, okay, that's weird enough. Time freezes every once in a while for Roxas. He's like, okay, that's weird. He's having memories of people he doesn't know. He's like having Sora's memories basically because Sora's being restored.
Seizures and flashbacks.
Yeah, he's having lots of weird stuff going on. He's like, that's weird. Gotta do my assignment. So at some point, Axel shows up and is like, hey, I gotta come get you. And he's like, I don't know who you are. I'm calling the police and my dad also. But that's not happening because the police or adults, besides the adults who like to watch children fight each other, there's no one around.
This is like Twilight Town Fight Club for
they have
entertainment for adults.
Struggle battles. I'm going to watch you struggle and I'm going to love every minute of it, says the man. That is almost a direct quote. So yeah, there's just weird stuff going on. Things get weirder and weirder. During one of their assignments, they go to check out the 7 Wonders of Twilight Town, which is just weird phenomenons. To you see them as the weird phenomenons, but when your friends get there, it's just like normal. It's like, oh, it's a dog in a bag. It's not a haunted bag.
Counting stairs, balls flying out the wall, fighting a shadow in a
and you're experiencing all these weird things, but they only see the like, oh, it was Old Man Jenkins the whole time. So
red herring. Did you ever see a pup named Scooby-Doo?
I sure did.
Oh, okay. Red herring. Okay,
that was the best part of that show. So yeah, things start getting weirder. Eventually, he goes. He hears a voice after Axel comes for him again, which is at this point we know him as Diz.
Why did you show him the train?
Because he missed his trip to the beach.
And as that voice is saying, there's a man who looks like Ansem there, claiming to be Ansem, next to a man named Diz. They're talking about some stuff. You find out Roxas is in a digital world because he's been hidden by Diz.
Dizzymon.
Digital Roxas. Roxas is a nobody. He's been hiding, so Organization 13 can't find him because they want to use him for Keyblade purposes and other reasons. And so he's been hidden away in the digital world. Digital, get down. During this part where he's finding the truth, he also is getting more of Sora's memories. Eventually he remembers who he is. He's able to wield 2 Keyblades because of reasons we get to later, but I'll just say now it's because he's technically kind of made from 2 hearts. 2 Keyblade wielder hearts.
So, let's see. At this point, should we establish how a nobody's made?
Yes.
Or should we explain that?
I already kind of talked about it anyway, so yeah. A nobody is created when someone of a strong heart becomes a heartless. There's a heartless and a nobody created from them. The heartless is... Confusingly, the heartless is their heart version of themselves turned to darkness, when the nobody is the shell, the empty body left behind at the same time. So when Sora released the hearts, he became a heartless, creating a nobody. Roxas.
The thing about the nobodies is that when the strong person becomes a nobody or becomes a heartless, that person takes on the form of the person they came from. So
yes.
Like Marluxia, Axel.
All of Organization 13 looks like the people they came from.
Except for Roxas.
Except for Roxas.
That's where Croix was saying the thing about the reason he looks different the reason he can use 2 Keyblades is because there's something about 2 hearts with him. And this also contributes to why he doesn't look like Sora.
Which is back, real quick.
Go for it.
Over to the Sora chart.
358 over 2.
I'm sorry? So yeah, there's something weird about that, which you find out in a later game. But anyway, I was going to say Riku. Roxas learns his true purpose from Diz, who he meets at Sora's pod. Basically, he realizes he needs to merge with Sora to get Sora to become whole again, to save the worlds and all that stuff. So
To be whole again?
To be whole again.
Be whole.
To be whole again, so he merges back with Sora. Roxas' summer vacation ends, and I cry in my heart every time. And then Sora wakes up. Whee! And then the title screen happens. because the game just started.
Longest intro ever. It's so good.
It's 6 days.
The intro's 6 days long.
It is. When people become consumed by darkness, a heartless is a heart consumed by darkness, and nobody's just a body left behind. Yes. After becoming heartless.
So strong nobodies become the sentient type. Okay, like the organization members, they came from people of strong hearts, but the other nobodies are much like a weak heart will allot a weak heartless. A weak heart will also allot a weak
Except for
nobody.
Sora, for whatever reason, for the heartless, but we don't worry about that.
Oh yeah,
Becoming a shadow.
yeah. So the thing about Sora was he created a weak ass heartless because there was so little darkness in his heart, and that's why
Yeah, he
became,
did just unlock it. Yeah, I haven't heard that said anywhere.
Yeah.
But I will subscribe to that.
Subscribe now to twitch.tv/GamerCroix.
Don't do that. That's not me or him even. That's not anyone.
Oh, Game Croix, my bad. Fuck.
You're-
I'm advertising someone else.
they could be real. I don't know. I hope not.
We talking about the bee-hole again?
We're just talking about
Gotta get some
the
water.
bee-hole. Become as one. Become as gods. Sora wakes up,
And
Donald and Goofy are there waiting for him. He's there. He wakes up. He's in Twilight Town. He meets Roxas's old friends and kind of like remembers them but never met them. And everyone has a weird moment. Side note, Roxas's friends were in a data world. They're not the real people that they're modeled after. Sora is in the real Twilight Town where he meets those real people that somehow still have a connection to Roxas.
this is something interesting. It's like
All the data stuff makes everything.
in Kingdom Hearts 2, the data stuff, you don't necessarily have to wrap your head around to kind of get it. But when they start using the data stuff in different games, it's important and confusing. Because the data world only exists for 6 days, and you can chop that out, throw it away, and it's fine. So that Roxas, his heart, at the point where Sora meets Hayner, Pence, and Olette, Roxas's heart remembers the data friends that he met, and since that heart is in Sora, that heart reacts to the real versions of those friends that Roxas met as Data. And that's why Sora sheds a tear when he meets Hayner, Pence, and Olette and has to say goodbye. Just like a little tiny thing about that. Where are we at? In Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yes, that
Train station?
They go to Yenshid. They go to Walt Disney's Tower, where Yensid is he's the master who trained Mickey at some point earlier in the past. So they go there to learn what's going on in the world because he just woke up and he's like, I gotta know what's going on. So they go there, learn about the Heartless and Nobodies. The Heartless are back, and he's like, but I dealt with them. And he's like, nah, still around, kid. Also, there's these new boys. There's the Nobodies.
Can't
and
stop
also
the feeling.
There's also these big Nobodies. Organization 13, you guys got a lot to handle. Go get some new clothes. So he sends them in the other room, and they get some new clothes. Sora has new clothes and drive forms. The best part of that game.
They're super close.
But that's basically all. Merlin is just like, all this is going on. And you gotta...
Merlin?
He's the same person. Yensid, Walt Disney.
The ghost of Walt Disney.
Merlin's elsewhere. So, he just goes to... All the routes that he used, all the routes between worlds are closed again, so he's got to unlock those, flying around in the good old Gumma ship.
Sora goes through the same adventure he does in Kingdom Hearts 1, revisits all the worlds he visited before, finds some new ones, meets new friends.
Locks keyholes, fights Heartless, learns about people's problems and Disney movies.
The basic fare.
Yes.
And let's see, what are the most important parts of Kingdom Hearts 2?
Well, there's a lot of Disney-centric stuff for the first half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of got to most of that stuff. So he goes around all the worlds. Some of that happens, and I think you go back. There's so much stuff in this, and
we didn't even get to establish the evil League of Evil from Kingdom Hearts 1.
That's true. Disney villains. That's fine though. They're around.
The thing I liked about them in Kingdom Hearts 1 was that they were prominent and they were an actual threat to the game. In Kingdom Hearts 2,
Some of them are back, and some of them, yeah,
yeah, a lot of them come back, but they're like
separate.
they're pushovers. Like they pose no threat. They're not interesting, and that disappoints me slightly. Your real enemies here are the members of the organization, a bunch of the people who are connected to the people that you fought in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
So earlier, before he goes to all the worlds, after he comes back from Yen Sid's tower, you go to Hollow Bastion again. There's some stuff going on. Most importantly, he meets some of the members of Organization 13 who say some cryptic things of like how they remember him, or like, yeah, you just remind me of him. Like they're referencing Roxas, who was in their ranks before. So there's some threats thrown around. And there's some like, what's that supposed to mean thrown around, and then they disappear. And then he travels to worlds for a while. And then later, I think the next main important thing is they come back to Hollow Bastion, right? Or did I skip?
Organization member number 7 pops up. He says, "You look like Roxas," and then he fucks off. Sora says, "That's really getting old," and then they move on. This happens in like 4 or 5 different worlds.
Yeah, it happens a few times.
Have you ever watched? It's a YouTube channel. It's I Hate Everything.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, quite funny. The accent makes it fun, and he's just kind of an unhappy person. But you know he's unhappy, so it doesn't really turn you off. There was one he was doing.
Makes me sad.
There was one he was doing thing about Destiny, and have you played Destiny?
Let's not get into this.
Let's go. Okay, go.
Beta Alpha decided not to play the game. No, I'm just saying I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about Destiny.
All right, let's come back.
By the way, the fact that Roxas is supposed to be Sora's nobody is supposed to be a plot twist thing, and no, they just talk about it pretty early on, don't they?
What was that?
Roxas being Sora's nobody, isn't that like talked about when he goes back to Sora?
No.
Or he's just told that he needs to make him whole again.
Yeah.
Nominate tells him that. Okay.
I don't think they explain exactly why Roxas is part of Sora. It's just that he's holding some of Sora's memories.
Okay.
I can't remember what they say explicitly.
I don't remember when they bring it up, but it is brought up at some point. But yeah, so Riku. The main point.
Wait, no, Namine talks about it, doesn't she? Like when she's talking to Roxas at the table.
Yes, yeah, that happens in the mansion.
Okay, that's at the beginning, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it is talked about.
It's a plot twist to Sora at the end of the game when he realizes that Roxas is his nobody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone says, "Roxas, he's your nobody," and he's like, "Wait, nobodies are made when you turn into a Heartless, but I never turned into a Heartless." And then he remembers that he actually did.
He's like, oh yeah,
when I stabbed myself.
I did that thing and everyone came out of me. Everyone.
All of the hearts, you saw them. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes. So during this, the main kind of side thing going on is he's still looking for Riku and Kairi as well, but he's like focused on finding Riku because he saw him he sealed away in the land of darkness last he saw him.
And as far as Sora knows, Kairi is safe. The last time he saw Kairi, she was back safe on Destiny Island.
Yeah, that's true.
And the world was being reconstructed as Sora drifted away. So he's got the peace of mind knowing that she's fine
for a bit
until someone brings up
she's been kidnapped.
Yes,
by Axel. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Axel kidnaps her at some point, which really he doesn't seem like he's doing anything that bad. Like, he's kidnapping, but he's not being malicious or anything, unlike the rest of the organization. At some point, Saïx takes over with kidnap duties, and he's a bit more rude about it. So yeah, I believe they take her to try to lure Sora out, right? That's kind of the point of that?
Yes. Axel's doing... Okay, so you know how Axel was doing things that the organization told him to do, partly for organization, but also partly for self-interest? Same thing with the Kairi. They kidnap Kairi because the organization wants to get Sora to come to them, but Axel's doing it because he wants Sora so Axel can get his friend back.
That's true, because we will get to in 358 over 2 his friend.
The duality of Axel. Axel, chaotic neutral. He plays all sides to get to what he wants. He's kind of a bad guy, kind of not really. He just wants what he wants, and he wants to be okay, and he wants to be happy. And if the organization is a means to do it and to get there, then he'll go along with it loosely. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to try to go... I think for time's sake, we got to speed up a bit.
Hard nuts. Okay.
So, for 2, the main thing... There's organization doing stuff. Their main goal, as told by Xemnas, is they're needing to create Kingdom Hearts, their own artificial Kingdom Hearts, to basically create hearts for themselves, because nobody's don't have hearts, they've been told, so they can become whole, they can be whole, and be happy.
Okay, so I think that's a good way to try to tackle these quickly. Is that establish the goals of the villains and establish the goals of the heroes?
Yeah, there's a few ways I thought about doing this, and we've done a few of them at once. So
Yeah, we've been bouncing around trying to do different
Yeah,
formats,
I'm trying to, like,
figure out which one sticks.
and now like going through the whole game and like plot things. But I think what the villain wants, what the hero wants, what happens.
What a girl wants, what a girl needs.
Yeah, whatever makes Axel happy will set us free. So the villains are trying to make artificial Kingdom Hearts. We learn at some point, I don't remember when, so I'm just gonna say it, that they're kind of being manipulated by the head honcho of the Nobodies, Xemnas. They don't really need to create their own hearts. He's doing a separate job, which we find out about later.
That's right.
Yeah, so they're a lot of the organization members they're like, yeah, we want hearts, we want to have fun, we want to be people again. We'll go with this.
You know what's amazing about that is that they're told that they don't have hearts and they're told that they don't have emotions, but I think it's Syax
You see a lot
that
of
says-
emotions.
Yeah,
They've been lied to a lot, which is where some of the confusion with them happens, where people like they say they don't have emotions, but they do. That's dumb.
One
But
of
like,
them straight up said, "We don't have hearts, we don't have emotions, but we remember what it was like to have hearts and
Yeah.
to have emotions, and that's why we're special, and that's why we can do all these things." But it's like, you're being lied to. Xemnas is pulling the strings, and he's making them.
he's pulling the strings, but he's not the top of the chain here. He's the top of the chain in Kingdom Hearts 2.
but he's not the top of
Yeah,
the top.
as we further go out, we see kind of what this is for. But the core of Kingdom Hearts 2 is Xemnas wants Kingdom Hearts to be created so he can do stuff. So as they think, so they can become whole. Sora needs to stop it. Sora wants to get his friends. You got to stop it. That's the main. That's the main everything.
Xemnas has his own goal, which is similar to Ansem's end goal,
Which
which
brainwashing.
they're connected to different characters, but the organization's goal under Xemnas is to make themselves whole people again.
Mm-hmm. And Sora says, "No, you can't be people. I hate you all. No hearts for you." That's how it goes.
He's kind of low tolerance in that sort of field. But can we get back to what's most important? Drawing more penises. Can you draw a penis Goofy? Not Goofy's penis, but a penis Goofy.
No, I'm going to draw. I don't know where I'm drawing.
Where are you? I'm so sorry.
There we go.
There you are. So
No, this will get me distracted.
Yeah.
That's not what we need at this point.
And then, so the goal of the A team here is, once again, they're still searching for the king. They're still searching for Riku. And then after Sora realizes that Kairi's kidnapped, it becomes him searching for Kairi as well. So they're on their journey to
And
do that.
they find Mickey at some point as well. Mickey tells, this is an important plot point. Mickey, like halfway point, tells them a little bit more information about what's going on. He knows where Riku is, but he won't say that he knows.
Mm-hmm.
That's something else. He's hiding it because Riku is hiding himself because he looks like Ansem, and he's ashamed that he's in darkness. With that, we also learn that the Ansem in the first game is not Ansem because Ansem is Ansem the Wise, a wise man, and he is Xehanort's Heartless. We see a picture of Xehanort. We're like, who is this nerd? He was a researcher under Ansem who wanted to learn about the darkness in people's hearts. Ansem said, "No, I forbid it. It's too dangerous." I can't do his voice. He's Christopher Lee. I'm not even.
I forbid it.
Thank you. I can't go deep.
He slams the desks and says,
I forbid further research.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Well, cool." And he gathers all the other researchers and they
But
throw him in the
Master
realm of
Xehanort.
darkness. No, he does. He just immediately throws him in the realm of darkness. No, but yeah, he gets the other researchers to rebel, and they just launch him in the realm of darkness, and they do their own thing. And then he creates Heartless and Nobodies of everybody. And that's something we'll get into later, but that's something that is lightly touched on in Kingdom Hearts 2. Anyway, he finds Riku. We'll get to that. Finds Riku, looks like Ansem, but he knows who it is because he can feel his boy inside of the other man, and it sounds so wrong, but that's what it is.
because if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing's changed at all?
Yeah, it's just his good friend Riku.
But if you close your eyes... So, at the end, they find their friends, they confront Xemnas, and they defeat him, they stop him from creating and opening Kingdom Hearts, and...
Ansem the Wise shows up at the end there. He feels responsible for everything that's going on because he kind of created Organization 13 with kind of how he was training all these boys to be smart researchers. So at some point he has a device does he try to digitize the
He literally
Kingdom
tries
Hearts?
to digitize the moon.
Yes. And then it explodes and he dies. And then the moon explodes and Xemnas says, "Oh, my Kingdom Hearts, what's happened to you? It's ruined," and all that. And I love it because it's like, my game is ruined.
Keyblade wielders, bring me more hearts.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
this is going off the Kingdom Hearts 2 is hard for me too. I love it. I know the lore. It's hard for me to keep on track with what's where. But this is the part where Psyx reveals that they've been manipulating Sora to kill Heartless to release their hearts to create Kingdom Hearts. So that's their main thing, is they're using Sora to create their Kingdom Hearts by releasing the hearts.
So they say.
So they say.
They haven't been doing it like the whole time. I think so. Maleficent establishes that those who
They
have
just put up the point that that's what's happening, is that as he kills Heartless, their hearts go into Kingdom Hearts, which they're trying to create. That's, I guess, kind of the main thing that what's going on.
and that was part of 358 over 2 days.
Yeah. We'll get into more of that, but I think we mostly summed up Kingdom Hearts 2, yeah?
They defeat Xemnas. Everyone goes back home. The Disney characters go back to Disney Castle. Sora, Riku, and Kairi make it back to Destiny Islands, and at that point, Sora and Riku are sitting on their tree on the little island on the island, and they have a talk, and they're like, "Nothing's changed, has it?" And they're like, "Nope."
And like the end, everything's wrapped up nice. It's a nice game.
Until Kairi comes out screaming, "Mega Man! Mega Man!"
Mega Man!
And then she brings a note written by Mickey
In a bottle.
in a bottle, written to Sora and Riku. And that sets up our next adventure.
We're being told to do things. I'm going to let you play and maybe I'll draw some stuff. The people want what they want. What are we on?
What do they want?
They want play in... There we go. Kingdom Hearts 2 is over and there's next... Well, this isn't the next adventure, but this is the next release.
This is the next release, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. This game chronicles the journey of Roxas through Organization 13, when he was created near the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, where Sora stabbed himself with the Keyblade to unlock people's hearts, and when Sora stabbed himself with the Keyblade to unlock people's hearts, he created a heartless version of himself, but it also created the Nobody, which is Roxas. And when Roxas was born, he was found by the organization and basically trained to help them carry out missions. The organization's mission is to create Kingdom Hearts to get everybody their hearts back. And to do that, they need to collect hearts. And to collect hearts, they want to employ Roxas, who is a wielder of the Keyblade, to destroy Heartless and get them hearts. There are things going on behind the scenes that involve Roxas. That's fucking awesome.
There he is.
Please press yeah if the chat wants more.
I just did it. Don't worry. It's Roxas. We're going to draw who the game's about. I need more water.
I like it. I'm getting a little pierced as well. Pierced. Oh, introduce me to that sweet lady. She looks fierce.
Oh, good. I walked away when my least favorite sound clip was played. Thanks, Scott. No. All right. This game. Basically, Roxas is born. He's in an organization. They're like, hey, go on missions. Go kill Heartless. Because we're nobodies. It's what we do. But he's collecting hearts and all that. It's cool. He's learning the ropes. He's becoming a person. He's very quiet and zombie-like when he's first born because he's just first born. But later he develops a personality. He makes friends with Axel, and they're good friends, and they hang out and all that. At some point, another character, Shion, shows up, who is another person able to wield the Keyblade at some point. We learn later that she is created by Xemnas for reasons to also be able to use the Keyblade for things in case Roxas should fail to collect enough hearts for them. Shenanigans ensue. She realizes who she is, that she's created. She has a face like Kairi because she... when you first meet her, because she looks like whatever you remember.
Her face reflects the memories of the person who looks at her.
Yes.
Who is closest to Sora.
So at this point, he's getting kind of early Sora memories back. So he's thinking of he's remembering Kairi.
Right, vaguely.
Yeah.
He's remembering her vaguely, and that's why she doesn't look exactly like Kairi. So when
Sutaru, welcome.
Sutaru hates Shion. Oh, I love Shion. A lot of people think 358 over 2 days was a story that didn't need to be told, that Shion was a useless character.
I thought the story was interesting enough.
I liked it. It's just sort of a nice little side story. If you were interested to know what exactly happens in the organization and what Roxas was doing all of his life, literally all of his life is like a year long.
Yeah.
So that was good for that. And it also establishes it's something explained later, but it's the reason Shion exists. Shion is meant to be... Let's think about this. So Roxas's existence is at the mercy of Sora and Sora's particular existence, I suppose. But Shion is an artificial human, a homunculus, you could say.
Don't say it.
I won't then. Shion is an artificial human with memories from Sora, so that she can be a puppet of the organization. She's kind of a test project that didn't work out, but ended up becoming her own person, and things started to go wrong.
Which actually is kind of a theme with people becoming people and things going wrong, which we'll touch on later. Sorry, I just wanted to bring it up now.
Was she like a kind of, you could say it that way. She's a puppet with you're touching more girls, correct?
I'm not doing anything.
Anyway, so that story also establishes the relationship between Roxas and Axel, why Axel was so hard-pressed and hard-set on getting Roxas back, and why he went along with the machinations of the organization to get a hold of Sora, and why he was so keen on getting Roxas back, why he was so important. Because Axel, in the organization, he doesn't care to be there. He just goes along with the motions day by day.
He hates the icky orders he's always been given.
Why am I always given the icky jobs? But once Roxas finally comes around, Axel has a reason to exist. Axel has a reason to feel like a real person. And so...
he's got a friend.
And when he finally loses his friend, he does whatever it takes to get him back. And those are the things Axel goes through in Kingdom Hearts 2.
And during this time as well, they form a trio, Roxas, Shion, and Axel, which Axel's basically like, you're a friend of Roxas, so you're my friend too. So
yeah.
At the end of every mission, every day, they meet on top of the clock tower, they have ice cream, they're good friends, and that's kind of the core that becomes this game, which is these three friends.
Yeah, it's the relationship between these three characters. It's mostly that. And it does have story elements that affect the greater story, but at its core, it's
mainly that, and then it's Shion as Roxas.
Yeah, you can call her either.
As Roxy KH brought up in chat, Shion was a puppet created to kind of be able to use the Keyblade as well. She's told this, and it's like, well, I want to get Sora back because he's important. So the
thing with Shion is that as she's doing her job and going through the motions and such, the more memories and things that she gets, the more parts of Sora she obtains.
The less Roxas has. Isn't that correct?
That's true.
He becomes more useless. Less useful.
What I was getting at was she starts becoming more self-aware.
Yeah.
And she realizes that she's not her own person. There's something... She has memories that don't belong to her. Something that's happening to her is affecting Roxas and, like, causing him pain. And she tries to find out why.
That's right, yeah, she leaves. And that's when she meets Riku.
Yep, and then Riku gives her the rundown. Riku insults her. And then she goes back and then ventures out again, meets Riku a second time, and Riku gives her the rundown and explains to her that she's created and the memories and all the things she's seeing don't belong to her. They belong to somebody else. And at that point, she develops a mentality, or it becomes her goal to essentially make things right and put things back the way they were. And that's why she wants to go back and give her memories to Sora. Go ahead.
She knows that she needs to merge with Roxas to be able to do that. So at the end of the game, you as Roxas have to fight Shion because she makes you fight her so that one of you dies to become both of them, basically. It's a very good ending. So she fades away, he absorbs all the rest of Sora, he has all of Sora's memories. At that point, isn't that kind of where it ends? And we know in 2, which we already talked about, he's able to then give all of Sora back to himself, make Sora whole again. So this game is about fracturing Sora further, bringing him closer back together, and friendship. And I think that's the main. That's the main. This.
It was a good self-contained story, and
it was pretty fun on the DS.
And it was revolutionary. It was like Kingdom Hearts on the DS, fucking awesome.
Oh, we don't want to see that. Hey. Wait, I went over here for a reason, and now everything I've done is bad. All right, so we're oh yeah, we're not in the real timeline. Shh, don't look at that. Oh, don't look at that either.
You still look at.
Don't look at that either. Wait, where did?
Looking back at me.
There we go. So what come out? What come out next? Is that coded now?
The truth come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay? Sorry.
Does?
It's Birth by Sleep.
Did that come out?
Yeah.
Before coded?
Yes.
Oh. See, I don't know. I don't remember the release order, especially because I didn't play coded.
Birth by Sex.
That,
excuse me.
Well, that's how it works. Where the? Get on my. Delete.
Get on my level, bitch.
Where is?
Where are you?
There we go. Get out of here.
I'm so sorry.
Birth by Sleep.
Cannot sleep.
This one.
Cannot dream tonight.
Cannot Birth by Sleep. Let's not that anymore.
It's not bad.
No, it's good.
I need somebody and always.
Birth by Sleep is very important. It's probably one of the most important games for setting up. That's not right. For setting up the rest. I'll draw these guys in a second. The rest of the series. This is where. Are you going outside?
He's locked me in. I can't do my bit now.
Are you gonna? You're not. He's not gonna be able to do his bit because the door's dumb. He doesn't know. Stream over. See you guys later. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out. See, now I gotta go let him in because he didn't know the secret. Our door's dumb.
Oh my god.
Where were we? Birth by Sleep.
So Birth by Sleep is
a
really important game if you like bad games. Just kidding.
Get back outside. Birth by Sleep. It's where the main antagonist for the whole series is introduced for real, where you learn about side stuff that's been going on. You learn about a trio who's important. Secret door. That's kind of... Birth by Sleep. The core of this is Master Xehanort is an old crafty bastard, and he wants things in the world, and everyone ends sad. The end. So, Birth by Sleep starts...
Birth by Sleep.
There's a few ways to say where it starts, but I'm going to go back to what I said earlier with Xehanort. He's hanging out with Ventus.
Before we get into that, may I real quick? Birth by Sleep was initially teased at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Uh-huh.
A game that was teased that
it was never said it was Kingdom Hearts 3, but it was the next game.
We originally assumed it would be Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes,
and
there's some good box art still out there about it.
In Japan, they got an extended special trailer that eventually made it over to America, and we thought that was going to be Kingdom Hearts 3. Later to be announced was Phase 2 of Kingdom Hearts, the Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, Birth by Sleep, and Recoded. The thing about Birth by Sleep was, in the secret trailer in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, it was established immediately who the main villain was, who his henchman was, who the heroes were, and what the ending was going to be. And because of this, it made Birth by Sleep one of my least favorite games, and it made me very sad to play the game, because the game starts out with your 3 Knights of the Keyblade, their master, and Master Xehanort, who you look at and already know is irredeemably evil.
Yeah, he's very evil.
And it's infuriating. So that upsets me about Birth by Sleep. Anyway, go back to your beginning of Birth by Sleep, your synopsis of the
I'll
game.
finish these drawings in a bit because I can't do both at the same time because I'm dumb.
Do you want me to do it?
No, it's good. I got a real good start, as you can see.
Yeah, I can tell. Aqua's my favorite.
She's not even done yet. She's all face. So, Xehanort is an old man.
Nothing was done but a face.
Nothing but a face and some spikety hairs. So we know Master Xehanort is an old man who has some. He's very evil looking and sounds evil, and everything about him is you're like, he's evil. He's all dressed in black. You know he's bad. So he's got Ventus as Ventus the Apprentice, as I just realized is funny to say. So he's got this kid Ventus who is very important to everything in Kingdom Hearts.
Keyblade.
Hey boy. He wants to use this young lad as a new body for himself, as far as I remember.
Roxas, shut up, I'll kill you.
It's a good song. So, you said you haven't listened to it.
I haven't.
So you can't.
Not gonna.
You won't even play the beginning of Kingdom Hearts. You'll skip it.
Yeah. Skip the first scene.
Alright. Anyway, so he's trying to use this young boy's young body for his new body. And that doesn't work out, and he effectively dies, but not really. So he's like, well, this is bad. I'm gonna go dump you on Destiny Islands, where I grew up.
Gotta get my hands on that Keyblade. That hot body.
Thank you. Yeah, he wants to get his hands on those young boys. He wants to get inside those young boys. Thank you. That is actually, yeah. You need a lot of... Alright, so that he dumps him on Destiny Islands. His... Roxas, or not Roxas, they're all connected anyway. Ventus's coma body is like, I need help, and then Sora, the young boy Sora, his heart mends him and he's all good, and Xehanort's like, fuck, I can't just leave this boy here. So then he takes him to Land of Departure. I want to call it Land of Dragons because that's a different world. Takes him there where another master Keybladesman, Ericus, which is square backwards. See what they did there? Got Yensid and Ericus. Takes him there with his other 2 pupils, Terra and Aqua, and he's like, train this boy. I found somewhere. I didn't cause him to be the zombie child.
I didn't break his heart and
I
leave
didn't
him on an
do
island
this.
to die.
I found him this way.
I've got work though, so I can't take care of him.
I gotta go do Keyblade things. See you later.
I work overtime all the time. Someone else needs to do this.
What's that? Oh yes, my wife. I mean, my oven is on. See you. Bye.
My oven, stove, and wife is on.
His oven stove wife. Bear. So yeah, he leaves, and then those 3 get trained up together, and like, yes, we're all good people. We need to do the Mark of Mastery exam for Terra and Aqua. Ventus, you're too young. Just sit back and watch. Here's Master Xehanort, who's coming to visit this day. He's definitely not evil. Just look at him. He's a fine example of a Keyblade master. At that point, Xehanort puts darkness in things, and the trial goes wrong. And during this point, though, Terra exhibits signs of darkness. he uses some dark things. Aqua does her best, and Ventus helps just because he's there and he's eager. So during this, basically Ericus is like, well, sorry Terra, you can't be master because you suck.
He shows signs of grout.
Yeah, he shows grout and darkness, and he's like, that's can't do that. Not like you gotta be like Master Xehanort, who's definitely not full of darkness. And he's like, well, okay. Aqua, you're a master though. That's cool. So that happens. Xehanort's like, and then he goes somewhere. Vanitas, who is there, which we learn more about later, is hanging out. He's a masked boy. He's in Ventus's room, which is kind of creepy, but not really creepy when you find out they're the same person. So he's trying to sow seeds of doubt in Ventus. Xehanort is sowing seeds of darkness and doubt in Terra,
and Terra is sowing cross stitch.
Yeah, and Aqua's just doing her best, trying to keep the family together. Anyway, at this point,
Mark Hamill is Ericus, which is cool.
Today you'll
sure
be
is.
examined for the Mark of Mastery.
He's very good.
Where is the Batman? I thought I left him in this room. My Batman action figure collection.
Sorry.
This is going all over the place. Mr. Batman. Was it Bats?
Batsy.
That's right, Batsy. So does Terra get sent off to go see what's up in the worlds because darkness is around, and then Ventus follows him? Yeah, Terra is sent. Or no, he goes, doesn't he?
So
I forget what Terra's thing is. I know what everyone else does.
Terra and Aqua are summoned by Master Ericus. Master Ericus has been told by Master Yensid, a retired Keyblade master, that there are creatures of darkness or negativity loose in the worlds. So he's sending Aqua and Terra to go investigate and to possibly find the source. And this is it's a job for Aqua because she's a Keyblade master. She needs to keep watch over the balance. But it's also an opportunity for Terra to show that he is worthy of the Mark of Mastery. Ericus believes that Terra should deserve the Mark of Mastery, and what he says is, if it were my decision, I'd give you the mark, no questions asked.
In an instant.
In an instant, that's what he says.
Fucking remember that, because how many times?
But how can I when you're so obsessed with power?
So he sends him off and gives him a second chance to prove that he's worthy of the mark.
Okay, yeah, so he gets sent. Yeah.
Yes.
And then Ventus with the seeds of doubt, like, hey, Vanitas, who's in his room, is like, hey, remember your cool friend Terra? He's not going to be your friend forever. See, he's leaving.
He hates you.
Yeah, he hates you. He left. And Ventus is like, no way.
You
and then
lie.
Then he follows him. He chases after him. And then, Square. Ericus does one of these, just as a facepalm. Is like, Aqua, go bring Ven home. Go bring my boy back.
Clean up the mess.
Yeah, so Aqua in this whole game is basically trying to keep everyone together, trying to clean up all the mess. Terra is...
She's always like a couple steps behind.
Yeah, so in this game you play as 3 characters. The correct order is the order that I drew them in, but you can play them in whatever order really, but the designed order is playing this way. So Terra goes first. His main story, so I guess we'll tackle each one kind of quickly. So Terra goes out to all the worlds. He meets all of Disney villains and is like, "You guys are cool."
So establish Terra. Explain Terra.
Terra is the Riku, but different. Terra is he's a strong, slow fighter man. He likes to think he's doing the right thing. He likes to believe in people. He's a little too trusting, and that's kind of where he gets. So he wants to prove himself. He wants to be like, I'm master material. But as he goes along, he meets all these villains that are like, "Do this evil thing for me," and he's like.
He is a horrible judge of
character. He's like, do you mean do this nice thing? And they're like, yes. And he's like, okay, I'll go kill this person. Yeah.
Is this a nice thing to do? Yes. Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, most of Terra's story is like villain telling him to do thing, and he's like, sure, you're good. And then
he's like,
bad thing happens, and he's like, ah.
At his core, it's I want to help you.
Yeah, he wants to help people.
So when he's told to do something that will benefit someone, he does it.
He just helps the wrong people because he's a terrible judge of character.
Without thinking of who he's helping and what the consequences of his actions are. Yeah. He's super naive.
Yeah. And that's... Well, actually, all of them kind of are because they're sort of sheltered. But him especially, he believes people too much. Mm-hmm. He's too nice. Mm-hmm. So to really, Birth by Sleep can be summed up with that. He goes off. He slowly kind of opens up to darkness on accident. At the end, so we really only need to talk about the beginning once and then the ending for everyone because that's like the main other point.
Yeah.
So the Keyblade Graveyard is where the game ends and where everything happens that I think is important in this game.
What?
Mostly.
There's like an in-between section for everybody. So for Terra, there's meeting Master Ericus, and Ericus explains where Ventus actually comes from.
So someone tells, I think maybe Xehanort tells Ventus what he really is. So he goes back to Master Ericus to be like, is this true? And then he's like, yes, I need to kill you. And then Terra shows up to stop that and ends up killing Ericus to defend his boy. So somewhere through the game, I think it's Vanitas is actually the one that tells him. So Ventus learns that he and Vanitas are 2 halves of the same whole, the good and evil. They need to fight to create the Keyblade to bring about Kingdom Hearts. So he learns that. He goes to check with Ericus, who is like, yep, I was hoping you wouldn't find out.
It's true, I tell you.
Yeah, he's hoping it wouldn't come to this, but he's got to kill him now, because if he doesn't, then that'll happen and everything bad will happen. So Terra shows up to save his friend. He kills his own master to save his friend. And then that's kind of where the end of the game happens. But yeah, and then I think Aqua shows up too late as usual. She's trying her best, though. So yeah, the end of the game for Terra is he goes to confront Xehanort because he realizes he's been manipulated finally at the end of the game. You find out that he's still being manipulated. During the fight, he's having trouble beating Xehanort. Xehanort's like, I'm an old man, you can't beat me, and so he taps into his darkness even further, which is exactly what he wanted. So as you beat Xehanort, he's like, I've already won. So at that point, Terra has opened himself enough to the darkness that Xehanort can possess his body, steal his young body for himself.
Put a piece of his heart inside Terra's heart.
Not just a piece of his heart. That's his whole heart at that point.
Yeah, he's trying to he cast aside his body.
Yeah, old Xehanort ceases to exist. His heart goes into Terra, becoming Terranort. During this time, Terra is kind of split into two, where his body and part of him is still in his old body in the Terranort, but his armor his Keyblade armor is animated with his soul, I think is kind of the terminology for it. Lingering will is what they call it. So at the end of the game, you fight as your armor against your former body.
A literal internal conflict.
Yeah. No, that one is external. It's an internal conflict externalized, where Ventus is literal in his heart.
Hey Kiki. There is the fight between Terra and Xehanort without the armor, isn't there?
No. There's the Terra versus Xehanort, and
you and the
and
armor
Vanitas
versus...
is there too. And then once your body is taken,
I just played this. You can tell.
I remember it a lot because it was spoiled for me on accident.
Oh no!
I was so upset, but I was happy to play it.
Die, Yuffie. You're dead.
Die, Yuffie.
Hey,
so yeah, the ending of Terra's story is that he basically has a tragedy. He does the thing that Xehanort was like, do this thing. His body's gone. He
literally
left his
walked
armor
into every trap that was set for him.
Yeah, he did a bad.
He got played like a damn fiddle.
And yet your mind's to resist. Yes, his mind is what possesses the armor. So that's kind of the summary of the main story of Terra. We'll get back to the aftermath of that. But Ventus is basically...
Your mind submits, your body succumbs, so why does your dick resist? Why does your heart resist?
That's what he's after. That's what he's after.
Why does your
new
dick
body?
resist?
Ventus is the whole time just going after Terra. He's just trying to keep up, trying to be a good boy, trying to not be lost. He learns his true self, goes to Ericus, gets almost killed, blah blah blah, goes to Keyblade Graveyard, the main conflict there is he still ends up fighting Vanitas. During that time, because they fight, the Keyblade, the X-Blade, is formed, which is bad, because that means Kingdom Hearts can happen, and...
This is another thing that we needed to establish, is that this is one of the other ways that Kingdom Hearts can be summoned. It's the conflict between a single heart of pure light and a single heart of pure darkness. When Master Ericus tried to take over Ventus's body, he realized Ventus was too weak for the job, so he split him into two parts, which he knew
light and dark. Pure light, pure dark.
Which would eventually come back together later and form the conflict between the pure light and the pure dark.
And you literally fight your dark self, creating the Keyblade.
It is a cool as shit fight in the game.
But you fight yourself externally because you're still fighting the darkness of you. After that, because you're creating the Keyblade, I think he merges into one being, which is basically Vanitas' armor with Ventus's face. They have the Keyblade. Then at that point, an actual internal in the heart battle takes place. You, as Ventus, fight Vanitas in your own heart.
The dive to the heart.
Yeah. You fight inside your heart, and what's really cool is you literally break your own heart. You kill your dark self within your own body, kind of shattering your own heart, destroying your light self. He is shattered. He's in a coma. He's gone, basically. He's in trouble. During this time when his heart is breaking, he reaches out, and young Sora is like, oh, you're in trouble. Come live in my heart. So, like, a piece of Ventus's, like, heart energy or whatever goes to live in Sora for a while to recover, while his body is later moved by Aqua to the Land of Departure, which he transforms into a hidden form into Castle Oblivion. So a fun note, Castle Oblivion, there's another reason why Xemnas cares about that place, is there is a secret chamber there called the Chamber of Awakening? There's Awakening and Repose.
Yeah.
Awakening is in Castle Oblivion, which used to be the Land of Departure.
Right.
So Ventus is sealed away there because Aqua's like, only this Master Keyblade, which is what Ericus's Keyblade she has. She's able to seal it away. No one can find him there. Xemnas is searching for that room because he wants to find Ventus. In Kingdom Hearts 2, there's some added, or in Final Mix, there's some added scenes where you see Xemnas sort of remembering
in the Chamber of Repose.
Yeah, he goes to talk to Aqua's armor, which he has for reasons. A little bit later. Well, we'll get to that in a second. I'm backtracking a bit, but he talks to it because
Some of him is still in there.
Yeah, Xemnas is the Heartless, or the nobody of Xehanort, but technically it's of Xehanort Terranort. So there's still some Terra in that Xemnas head, and he's remembering kind of his comrades, as far as I'm understanding it.
And while we're at this point, another reason the organization is... you guys are just making this up. It's true. And you guys are eating it all up. One of the things about why organization members were sent to Castle Oblivion and Chain of Memories is because Xemnas, like we said during the Kingdom Hearts 2 section, Xemnas has got his own goals and stuff going on under the covers. He sent the organization to Castle Oblivion so they could find this chamber, so they could find Ventus. And also, in the way that Xehanort does, everything he does has what is it? Like, it's got one goal, but it's also got a secondary goal that could be accomplished if first goal doesn't work out. A plan B, basically.
Yeah.
Like with Ventus, he wanted to possess Ventus, but since it didn't work out, he changed that plan into making him the pure light and the pure dark so they could clash and create the Keyblade. Castle Oblivion is meant to get Sora's memories, to create a puppet, to gather hearts, to create Kingdom Hearts, but it was also meant because he was looking for Ventus inside. So that's that little bit, and carry on.
Bear. Hey. Yeah, that's Ventus, and then Aqua is just trying to get everyone back together, trying to get the family back together. I keep saying she's just trying her best.
She is trying her best. She's just always a couple steps behind, and she's always too late, you could say.
So I guess during her main thing, there's like her main thing at the end of the game, she has to fight. Does she fight Vanitas? I know she fights Bragg.
Yes.
Who is the human version of Zigbar from Kingdom Hearts 1, but we'll get
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes.
We also
Kingdom
didn't
Hearts 2.
establish him.
Yeah, it's fine. He'll come up more in the next game. But yeah, he's a fight there. But yeah, so that she does those fights, she's too late, all of that happens.
Yeah, she's pretty much just observing the outcomes and like the trail of destruction left by Terra and Ventus.
Oh yeah, I think. Yeah. The aftermath of this, there's a part. So this is kind of the ending of their all separate campaigns, but then there's 2 other episodes after that. So the next thing is mainly
Aqua's journey through the realm of darkness.
No, there's a thing before that.
Talking about?
She goes to confront Terranort in Radiant Garden. So there's a cool boss fight where you fight Terranort. He sort of starts to remember himself. Something bad happens. He gives himself amnesia and also tries to hide in the realm of darkness. So he starts going. He like falls into the realm of darkness. Basically, Aqua goes in after him to try to save him. Pulls him out. Yeah, well, gives him her armor to protect him. Throws him out of there. She falls in the realm of darkness herself. So that goes to where she has a journey in the realm of darkness, which is her extra chapter in Birth by Sleep, and also Fragmentary Passage, which we'll talk about, I think, at the end. But
the continuation of that. Yeah, we've got 10 minutes.
Shit. It's also important to note that after Terranort shows up again, he has amnesia, he doesn't know who he is. Ansem the Wise finds him and is like, young lad, come with me, it's safe. And so he takes him under his wing as an apprentice, which we'll get to in Dream Drop Distance. What is next game?
Dream Drop Distance. Recoded is
Recoded.
The next game. Ooh, boy.
What the farts get? We gotta talk less. But we gotta cover it all.
Smile more.
Coded can be summed up real quick, I think. We already kind of talked about it. It's digital worlds.
So if we can explain it as...
I'll go find my 2 points from it.
If we can explain it as it's meant to be. It was meant to be Kingdom Hearts on a mobile flip phone game in Japan. So, old style phones, Kingdom Hearts, cool concept, and very lackluster story. It was basically a rehash of Kingdom Hearts 1, kind of like Chain of Memories
We
was.
did cover this earlier.
A little bit.
Yeah, the virus one. Bugs in the system.
So it's a data Sora going through Jiminy's journal to clean it out because it's been
Hold on, I
been
made
infected.
I made a note. There's a note about this.
Go
The mended. Oh, there. It starts with Jiminy opening his journal, and there's a note in it besides "Thank Nominee" that says, "Their hurting will be mended when you return
to end it."
Yes.
Dang it! I thought you were gonna say it at the same time. I thought we were gonna be cool. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I wanted to let you have it.
No, Jesus, I'm sorry. So they find this note and they digitize Jiminy's journal so they can go in and find out where this note came from. Over the course of the story, they have a data version of Sora play through these worlds again to find where the infection is and who left the note. Eventually, Data Sora makes it through, and then Data Sora has to go through most of it again alongside a personification of Riku that is actually Jiminy's journal. This story is absolutely ridiculous, but it establishes data worlds a little bit deeper, which is apparently important for Kingdom Hearts 2, slightly, and Kingdom Hearts Key, which is out of here.
And I'm interested, there's something maybe in 3 related to that, without getting into too much, but there are definitely some bugs in that game.
It's okay. So, Data Source is played by Brent Spinner. The Kingdom Hearts Coded takes place directly after Kingdom Hearts 2. The note that Sora and Riku were sent by Mickey is Mickey explaining to them things about Kingdom Hearts Coded. Wait, was it Coded?
I thought
no.
the note was from
the note was for
Dream Drop
3D.
Distance.
Yeah,
That's a terrible block.
But the game came directly after Kingdom Hearts 2. Trying to figure out what the important part was. Oh, okay, yeah.
I made a couple notes, but you said something earlier, so I'll let you say it, and then I'll say my piece.
It's meant to establish that in the way the story is told, it tells Data Sora that real Sora is connected to so many people in the world that he's met, and all of these people together are becoming weights on his heart, and all the times that Sora's heart has been torn, broken, released, reconstructed, all of the trauma that his heart has sustained over the course of his journeys, and all the sadness and the pain that he's holding from all the people he's met is starting to damage his heart.
That is important.
And send him falling towards darkness. And that's it. Not Riku. Mickey's message to him is kind of to... And forget Mickey's message.
Forget it.
It's foreshadowing to what's coming. Kingdom Hearts Coded is foreshadowing Kingdom Hearts 3D. Go ahead.
The two points that I made notes of a long time ago were the things that I wanted to remember for this that are important for Kingdom Hearts 3. Is one thing is during that there's a thing of Maleficent and Pete being there trying to get into the digital worlds, but they mention they're looking.
Book of Prophecies.
Yep, they mention they're looking for the Book of Prophecies, which is a thing related to Kingdom Hearts Key and maybe something related to Kingdom Hearts 3. The other point is that I think Yen Sid brings up to Mickey, or Mickey brings up, someone brings up that because Ansem and Xemnas were both defeated, now Master Xehanort is coming back.
And that's actually a scene, that was the secret ending of Recoded, but it's also a scene in Kingdom Hearts 3D.
Yeah, I think it comes up again then, but I remember seeing that in that.
Mickey's message is just a picture Mickey drew in crayon of Sora, Riku,
Forget my message.
Kairi, Donald, Goofy, and Mickey all together on Destiny Island with smiling faces. It's just a picture.
Oh boy, I sure love my friends. That's enough coded, I think.
Yeah.
What?
It was short and sweet and confusing.
Dream Drop Distance.
Dream Drop Distance.
We're almost there. We got so sidetracked, but I think we can recover this. Except we didn't talk about the mobile games, but
we don't need to.
We'll sum them up slightly. Dream Drop Distance. This is, we brought it up earlier. It's mainly Master Yen Sid is like, you two, Xehanort is coming back because you need to become masters basically. So he sends them on the Mark of Mastery exams within Sleeping Worlds, which are, I think, were they worlds that were lost to
They're worlds that fell to darkness and were never completely brought back.
They were like recovering in sleep mode, basically.
They're sort of in between.
Yeah.
Like the realm of light and darkness. The thing, I think it was where you said, no, it's good, Sandwich, I'm sorry. You can just watch the video on demand. The thing about Kingdom Hearts 3 was that he sent them on their Mark of Mastery so they could show it, but the Mark of Mastery immediately gets derailed by a young Xemnas, or a young Xehanort.
Young Xehanort.
And this game is meant to establish the concept of time travel in the Kingdom Hearts universe. So
It sure is.
Master Xehanort, that's amazing.
That's Sleeping Sora falling.
That's so good.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Master Xehanort has been traveling back and forth through time by casting off his body.
Hold on. I want to cover this.
Go.
So the way that we're introduced to this very late in the game, you keep seeing young Xehanort pop up. You see Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, haunting Riku's playthrough. You see Xemnas haunting Sora's playthrough. Young Xehanort is in both, and you're like, who's this nerd? What's going on? Later in the game, you find out, yes, at some point, this is kind of the thing, is that Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, he cast off his body, kind of became a robed man, which you see in Kingdom Hearts 1, and that's kind of him before he gets his heartless body form, but he goes back in time to where his somebody's younger form is. He goes to Destiny Islands where young Xehanort is and is like, hey kid, I'm you from the future, kind of. I need you to go collect many versions of you and me and us from many points in time so we can all meet at the destined place and do the destined thing. And he's like, nice. So he teaches him how to time travel. He kind of collects all of the different Xemnas, Xehanorts, Ansems. He collects all different pieces of them, kind of even going back before they were defeated, kind of confusing time travel stuff. But the end of Dream Drop Distance is Sora is kind of going deeper and deeper in dreams, falling deeper and deeper into Xehanort's trap. He kind of gets trapped. We find out later that Riku has dove into Sora's dream. So in that game, there's spirits, Dream Eaters, and no, Dream Eaters are the bad ones. No,
spirits are the good ones.
And nightmares.
Nightmares are the bad ones.
Dream Eaters are the creatures. Yeah, spirits and nightmares. So Riku is basically Sora's own spirit, keeping him safe, which I love it. Like he's like he accidentally dropped into Sora's dreams to keep him safe from darkness. So
Sora got derailed and is being guided by the new organization. That's where all these
the new organization 13 is starting to form here.
The Neo organization.
Yeah.
So he's being basically strung along by them, and Riku has been inside Sora's dreams, protecting him along the way.
Yeah. So when it gets to the end of the game, you start to see New Organization 13, which consists of young Xehanort, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, Xemnas, old Xehanort is coming back, Saïx is there,
Breg is there, and then totally cloaked figures, which we can assume are different types of Xehanorts from the past.
And there's 12 of them there total. They need 13. You find out Sora is the intended 13th vessel for Xehanort.
The hurt that Sora was sustaining over the course of his journey, and that they explain. Ah, kitty, don't.
You gotta turn around, sir. You gotta turn around, boy.
All the hurt that Sora was sustaining over his journey, and which was explained in Kingdom Hearts 3D, comes to a head when Sora finally falls to darkness. And this is one of Xehanort's master plans, to turn Sora into a version of himself to create the 13 darknesses.
Yeah, so at this point, he is creating New Organization 13. He's putting the pieces of himself.
His Horcruxes, you can say.
He's putting pieces of himself into multiple different people. The reason for this, because it's kind of explained later. This is going back to Kingdom Hearts 2. You have Organization 13, as you know it. It's a bunch of different people, a bunch of different nobodies. They were a plan to kind of create those 13 darknesses, but it turns out they were kind of more people than he thought they would be. So they kind of acted on their own. They were too unstable for him. They were too willing, too strong-willed for him.
Too much free will.
Too much free will is correct. So he is creating the New Organization 13, where he's gonna knock that over.
Yeah, we might have to wrap up.
Where he's trying to make him all 13 vessels of darkness. So what his plan is he's going to make 13 vessels of darkness that are all him, fight 7 Guardians of Light, which
Yen Sid is putting together.
Yeah, so that's coming together. So he's trying to create this to make the Keyblade for him to be able to get to Kingdom Hearts. That's mostly Dream Drop Distance, but it's putting together his plan that is carrying over into Kingdom Hearts 3, which this is one of the most important lore points I want to say for Kingdom Hearts 3, because it looks like it's what's happening is he still has his new Organization 13 he's trying to form, because at the end he's thwarted and he's like, guess it's not time, and everyone kind of disappears.
And then he sends everybody home.
Yeah, everyone goes home, and so in Kingdom Hearts 3 it's going to be like, here's new Organization 13. There's 13 of me. Look, there's 7 of you. We're going to fight. You can't stop it because I'm going to just attack you. You have to attack back.
Constructing the Keyblade and Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, and that's that. I think that's a good that. Kingdom Hearts Key.
The main lore stuff.
Yeah, that's the main lore stuff, which is that's all there is to that. Kingdom Hearts Key. Let's put the thing up. Let's go over those really, really briefly.
I don't know if I can. My apologies.
I'm just gonna. It's a mobile game. It's earliest in the timeline. There's a bunch of fuckery. There's a Master of Masters who has an apprentice Lucio he's instructed to give a black box to, which Maleficent and Pete are looking for in Kingdom Hearts 3. He's also given a Keyblade, which you learn later is Master Xehanort's key with the all-seeing eye in it. He's like, go live out in the future so I can always know what's going on, because that's his eye. He can see what's going on. He has a Book of Prophecies, which he knows everything in the future because of that all-seeing eye. He creates 5 unions. They all fight. He's kind of sowing doubt in between them. They all fight for the light. All the children want the light. Everyone fights each other. The Keyblade War starts. Kingdom Hearts starts coming out. Everyone dies. The world that was once one splits into multiple worlds, and I think that's kind of the gist of it, because that's important, is that the world was whole. It split into multiple worlds, which we see in the rest of the series. Mm-hmm. And Lucio and his Keyblade and the black box is out there somewhere. Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably going to touch on that.
We'll see you at Kingdom Hearts 3.
We'll see you in Kingdom Hearts 3. I think now that I've talked about this, I want to bring up those slides real quick, and then we'll call it good, because we need to call it good. So there's all the games in chronological order. Oh, Fragmentary Passage is just Aqua's time at the end of Birth by Sleep until Kingdom Hearts 3, where she's in the Realm of Darkness, because time moves weird. She pops up at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 in the Realm of Darkness. She saves Riku from some darkness as he goes to close the door, and that's that. I'm gonna just bring up my charts real quick so we can have them. Sora's, so we can better explain. I'm not gonna circle them this time, but to re-explain Sora, because now we've gone over him, starting from the left and kind of going in a convoluted area. We got Ventus, whole Ventus, who has failed, created Light and Dark Ventus, who formed to create, or I guess Vanitas is the Dark Ventus. Create Vanitas. I want to say Vanitas.
Vanitas?
Yeah, it's Vanitas, but it's really Vanitas if you know about art. So they form Keyblade with an X is formed. They're gonna open Kingdom Hearts, but then he fights himself, goes into a coma, rests in young Sora's heart. So Sora has a piece of him. Kairi's heart becomes in his heart in Kingdom Hearts 1. He unlocks himself and everything, releasing Kairi, creating a nobody of Kairi. Naminé creating a Heartless of himself, creating a nobody of himself, Roxas. Later, he comes back into Sora, goes into sleep. Roxas and Xion have his memories merge into one, merge back into Sora. Sora's born. There's that.
Sora is born.
Sora's reborn. Xehanort. Young Xehanort becomes old Xehanort because time is normal at that point, except he goes in time, which we'll get to. He is over Terra, who is that main guy. They merge to form Terra Xehanort next to him.
I like how that's kind of a fraction line.
Yes. Terra Xehanort, he's floating like this. That's the bad Terra Xehanort that is kind of going on with the rest of the series. And Lingering Will is created, which is the Will of Terra back in his armor. Terra Xehanort loses his memory with the fight with Aqua, becomes an apprentice to...
Apprentice Xehanort.
Apprentice to Ansem, the Wise. He's like, I know about darkness. Let's learn about darkness. I want darkness. Ansem says no, throws him in the realm of darkness, learns about darkness with all the other apprentices, turns everyone into heartless / nobodies, all that stuff. He turns himself into a heartless nobody, creating Ansem, the cloaked man, who goes back in time to tell young Xehanort at the top there to go gather all himself, plus creating Xemnas, the nobody. In Kingdom Hearts 1... Ansem possesses Riku, creating that dark Riku, and then after Riku fights back, he just becomes hot bod, open shirt Xemnas, or
Billy
Ansem.
Zane.
Billy Zane, the best at voice actor for him. That's that, and then after Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and Xemnas are defeated, recreating Old Man Oldman with his bald head and his wiggly fingers. And what he is doing is putting himself into 13 vessels, the 13 of himself.
The
That's
13 darknesses.
the 13 darknesses, which leads...
Hot open shirt.
You know it. And then leading here, he's trying to make the 13 of him fight the 7 Guardians of Light, creating the Keyblade, opening Kingdom Hearts. The end.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts, everybody.
So I wish we had more time. Thank you for he's cheering us. Thank you guys for bearing with us. We do need to stop. Thank you everyone's doing sound effects. We did our best. We got very sidetracked, but that is fine.
It was fun.
I decided we wing it, and that's what we did. I think in the end it was hopefully fun for you guys. I had a good time.
Had fun.
Yeah, at the very least we had fun, and maybe you learned one thing about Kingdom Hearts and are more confused about more things.